Aha! Here we are! So, let me grab my thing. Welcome back. Previously, on Blutora Divided, our party of 5 made their way to an abandoned manor by the name of Grimshade Estate, deep in the western regions of the lower tier of Nautabu, continuing their goal of tracking down a group of 4 assassins who attacked Kulan long before he met the others. Along the way, they discovered that the assassins made their way into Grimshade Estate to seek out a bounty of 3,000 gold pieces, issued by the leadership of the city. Learning about this, the group followed in their tracks and searched through the abandoned manor, primarily on the top floor and a little bit on the bottom floor, before discovering the cellar. In this cellar, our party encountered these long-tracked assassins, and after a hard-fought battle, managed to kill 2 of them and leave 2 unconscious. They proceeded to tie up the remaining 2, and take for themselves a short rest as they wait for the rogues to awaken. Kulan, you have gained 1 inspiration. You can use it anytime. What would you all like to do? Allow me to pull up the map here as a refresher to where you guys are looking.
There was a light peeking through the wall that I wanted to investigate.
Yep, and upon your investigation last time, you saw that it led into an opening, as if behind the wall had some sort of passageway. Of what, you're unsure until you kind of can clear out the broken remains of the shelf and the suspicious bricks of stone in the wall that appear to be loose.
Which wall are you talking about?
This is this one over here. There's another shelf over here, a lot smaller, but you could see behind it there were some loose appearing things of stone, and there was some light that was able to shine through, and you could just faintly see an opening behind it. You had already looked through this wall, where you had found a hidden alchemy room, and you guys had found those potions. So if you were over there, we would have you right here. You guys still have the other 2 that you left alive tied up in this room. And to see the whole place, here's the whole cellar.
It's been a few hours. Are they back to consciousness? Or...
Yep, you guys would have taken a short rest, so take any hit die or anything like that you would have done. I think we had you do it already at the end of last session, but we'll say that they have come to.
I think I'm gonna go over to them and start asking them questions.
Okay, what do you ask?
Like I kind of start to touch them a bit to make sure they're awake and very conscious.
Okay, you walk up to the first one, who is kind of sitting closest to the doorway, and he's kind of got his head down. They've got a kind of like a cloth kind of covering over the chin and part of the mouth, where you can see like the nose and the eyes, but in a sort of rogue assassin-like fashion, try to keep themselves as secretive as they can. He kind of looks up, glances in your direction, and just kind of looks forward with this look of, what has he gotten himself into, and how is he going to get himself out? Just kind of like this exhausted sort of look to him.
Could I also follow Kulan and hope that this goes better than our previous haggling attempt?
I also go into the room.
Okay.
Why not? I'll follow.
I'll just say you are all just towering over them in a line, while Pipper's like, "Ooh, wall."
Yeah, I'd like to thunder slap the wall. By the way.
Okay, we'll get to that in a moment.
I'll kind of start by reaching to them and just trying to take off the mouth bind so I can actually see their faces.
Okay. Kind of resist a little bit, but there's not much you can do. You take it off and you see the first one, the one closest to the doorway, appears to have a very light, kind of deep brown, black stubble to him. Fairly normal looking dude, human, and no apparent glaring features that you could like pick out of a crowd or anything. Nothing special about him. The one to the more of the inside of the room, closer to Ocean and Hera. As you pull it down, clean shaven, a big scar that goes from the right cheek kind of down through the bottom lip and kind of down, disappearing under the chin and kind of to the neck. But beyond that, fairly standard looking. This one appears to be a half elf of Baramaru descent. Both dudes.
Okay. I'll start by talking to them and say, so I finally caught up to you then. It was a lot of fun run while it lasted. But you know fate can't escape you.
The one closest to the doorway looks up to you and just kind of looks you over for a second. Do we know you? You seem to know us.
Oh, you really don't remember me, do you?
I see a lot of faces in a lot of places.
Well, I am one of the few you did not kill. I am the one who got away. And now I have got you.
He gives you kind of a studying look for a little bit. Huh. Kyanor, right? He just kind of looks back to her.
Yes. That would have been me.
Well, one of the two that got away.
So you got away?
Yeah, not our proudest moment. But we took one down.
That one had a name, you know. His name was Truni. And you took him from us.
Yeah. Taken a lot of my day. Looks over to the other one. The other one's just choosing to remain silent, just kind of lost in thought. You know, I never did understand why we're sent after monks.
I believe it was the other way around. I believe we were sent to capture you. When you
Really?
make too much noise, we are the ones who come and find you.
Huh. Well, he kind of looks back into the room and kind of gets the hint. He's kind of inferred at this point that the one in white has perished. And this look kind of washes over his face of that kind of realization and a sort of giving in, if you will, that really kind of changes things kind of a look. And he pauses for a moment. I guess there's no harm now.
No harm.
We were sent after you and the other two, specifically. I don't know what was going on with the others there, but we were told 3 monks. And, well, we found you. Put up more of a fight than we expected. 2 of you got away. 1 barely. But
You were expecting us.
we were sent. You were our targets, the 3 of you. It just so happened that we could use the smuggling ring as sort of distraction. Didn't quite go to plan.
May I ask who sent you out after us?
Well, that would be above my pay grade. We get orders, we take them, we follow them. I'm not even sure. He gestures over to the big, larger room. I'm not even sure he knew. Maybe. But we get the orders, we see them out, we get paid. It's about as simple as that. There's a
And
lot
you
of...
never get curious.
Oh, well, sure. I'm curious all the time, but there's only so much you can do when your patrons, let's just say in this business, nobody really wants to be found out or known that they would be seeking out these services, you know?
Oh, I understand. A dabbler in those services myself, I used to be. Well, let's start there then. Your patron.
Don't know much about him, unless you mean the one in white out there. He was a real thick-headed one. Didn't care too much for him, but I had to take orders from him. 2 years now.
Well, it got him killed.
That it did. He kind of half smirk comes across his face. You no love lost, but at the same time, it does worsen his position, so he's kind of in this conflicted state.
Hmm.
Well, can you answer us? What was your what were you looking for down here? What were you hunting for now?
Huh. Isn't it obvious? Money. Running low. Been on our own for I don't know how long. Months, probably. Disconnected from the rest. Needed
Do
something
you have
to...
no name to go after?
Not currently.
Only the location?
In between hits at the moment. Decided to look into this. There's a lot of money for a seeming simple job. Figured it could last us the next handful till we could finally make our way back.
So that is it then. You don't. It's all about money. You don't care about who you hurt or kill. Do you not feel any compassion?
Those days are long gone.
I pity you. Well, you should find happiness in the fact that we do not intend to kill you here today. I tried to spare your other friends, if you even consider them that. But I think you will find a good new home in a jail cell somewhere.
He looks over to the other one. The other one just kind of gives him this lost, kind of defeated look. Just kind of shrugs.
I'd like to talk to this other one. I'd like to pull the mask down over
Okay.
from their face as well.
Mm-hmm. This is the one with the scar, so mask would have already been pulled down, but they haven't said anything yet.
Okay. I'm gonna look at this scar. I'm gonna run a finger across it and go, And you seem to care about things enough to be harmed for them.
Well, comes with the line of work. Don't care too much for it. Get beat up, banged. It happens.
And so how much were you paid for this line of work? I gesture around to the room, kind of referring to what they're doing now as opposed to being an assassin in general.
Well, probably the same reason you guys are here. 3,000 gold pieces is quite a lot for strange noises. Not usually the kind of thing we do, but here we are.
Can I make an insight check to see if they are being truthful with this?
Go for it.
Okay. That's going to be a 17.
Okay. It's my version of whispering to you. I am sending you a message.
Very cool. 2 seconds. Okay. Okay. I'd like to bring that. I'd like to go. Well, it's a far cry from assassination work. Strange noises. I'd imagine there's many people in a big city like this that need someone, let's say, put down.
Oh,
Plenty
surely.
of lines of work here.
Yeah.
I'd imagine 3,000 gold is, what, 1 or 2 hits?
Depends on the client. Depends on the hit.
So why here? Why now?
Unfortunately-
too good to be true, what with our friend here.
Fortunately, it'd be a question for the one in white, but so much for that, I
well.
suppose.
How good is your memory?
Of what exactly?
Of what's been discussed between you and the one in white?
Like I
After
said
all, it's
before.
either you get a very good memory very, very quickly, and I'm gonna just spark hands just a little bit.
Make an
or you
intimidation
join.
check.
I'm gonna. 26.
Okay. All right. He kind of backs into the crate a little bit that he's kind of sitting against. Listen, like the other one said, we get the orders, we follow them. We're not really. When you ask questions, it's frowned upon in what we do. We're told what to do, see it through, make it through another day, get paid well for it. As much as we'd like to know more of what goes on.
And how interested are you in seeing another day?
I'd quite like to, if it's all the same, but I've come
Then
to terms.
I'm afraid we're going to need some kind of lead from you. After all, my friend here, of course, he wouldn't. But I just might.
Glances up to Kulan and back to you. All I can tell you is much of what he already said. We were after monks. It's not something that we're supposed to really reveal, but seeing as how the other one is long gone, he's not going to do much about it. We're after monks. Not sure why. At least back in Kyanor. Is an odd one. Must have had it out for them particularly, or where they're from. Not entirely sure. But after that, we kept moving. Never really stay in one place too long. Just kept doing much of the same. Found ourselves here. Apparently, we're followed.
Gonna unspark my fingers and stand up. I don't see a reason not to believe them, but it is fishy. I'm gonna see what I can find around this room. Kulan, you'll come and get me when you're done, right?
Whoosh.
Okay, I leave the room.
Okay.
I think I'll stay and try and look intimidating.
Okay. Alright. Pipra, you said you wanted to.
Thunderslap the wall.
Okay. Go for it. Roll damage.
That thunderslap's been waiting.
That is 5 damage.
Yep. As you reach your palm out and slap towards the wall, and your palm hits this wave of thunderous energy kind of radiates out in all directions on the stone, and you hear this low rumble. Not quite a loud kind of crackling thunder, but just this low rumble, almost earthquake-like. Not enough to shake the room or anything, but just nearby of where the spell is cast. And you see as the wall kind of shakes, a lot of dust and little stones and sand and whatnot kind of fall out of the crevices, kind of down to the floor, and you see a couple of the bricks kind of fall backwards out of the wall. And you can peer into there and you see what looks to be some kind of like cave-shaped tunnel that just kind of starts to lead outwards a little to the left and slowly on kind of like a decline. Can't really see too far into it. There's no lighting inside, but it appears to be maybe 10 feet tall from ground to ceiling, wide enough for maybe 2 or 3 of you guys to walk side by side in there.
Hmm. Good find.
Do I see any kind of door to this cave area, or is it just the hole I've created?
You get the indication the only way in and out is through the hole you've just created. And you also get
Okay.
the idea that this wall is... It has been... certain bricks have been removed and put back a handful of times,
Okay.
as if designed intentionally.
I just clear away the opening so we can fit easier.
Go ahead and make a strength check.
Two.
So as you go and try to actually pick up these bricks and move them and try and clear out the way, as Hera is kind of walking up to you from a distance, you see Pipra is putting everything into it and just barely making any progress, trying to like scoot a brick, can't quite pick it up or anything, and is just really having a hard time getting these
Can
large...
I help a little?
Go for it, roll a strength check.
Okay. 18.
18? Okay. So with the combined efforts of both of you, with Hera coming in and assisting, you guys are able to slowly start working the bricks out of the wall. It takes you guys a good 5-6 minutes or so to get a clearing big enough for everyone to make their way through, but you manage.
Okay.
We explored all around this room, didn't we? We've not missed anything, have we?
That to
I
the
don't
players?
think so. I think we just ended the session right as we
We haven't
ended the
checked
combat.
little room or the back wall.
Oh yeah. Well, if Pippa's also going up there, I'd like to go with Pippa in that general direction.
Yeah,
Going where?
I want to check out the rest. The back wall and the entrance to that little like storage room.
This wall up here?
I've got the laser. Yeah.
Okay. You're investigating the room?
Yeah.
Okay. And was anyone going with Pipra?
Me.
Go ahead and make an investigation check, Pipra. And if Hera is assisting, go ahead and make one as well. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm still in the room, but as the thunder slap happened, I looked out the door, trying to figure out what's going on. Was very interested, but I looked back to the assassins and figured they might need someone to watch them.
Okay.
And so I just sat down and started to play the flute.
Okay.
Sam is just like he was writing down the whole conversation that happened between the assassins and Kalan and Hera and stuff. But now he's just continuing the investigation, but in like really pointless ways, like more asking, what was your first family pet growing up, or stuff like that.
He's about to log into all his Google accounts. That's what's going on there.
Make a persuasion check.
Mine was an 11.
That's a nat 20.
Okay.
Ooh.
You
So,
getting all them
To your
login
surprise, they start offering up a lot of these seemingly insignificant details and just seem relieved that they're not being killed off, and in a way are trying to make one of you guys happy and try and get on your good side, and are very willing. So you get a lot of the answers you're looking for there out of them. Kulan, what are you doing?
I think I'm gonna start emptying a large crate that may or may not be fit for the size of 2 people.
In the storage room?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll say that big one over there. Okay, so what were the investigation checks?
12.
12?
And 11.
11. Okay. So rummaging through the apparent armory of some sorts, long since abandoned, but a lot of equipment kind of left over. You guys are able to come across a lot of basic things. You guys find a set of 3 daggers. There's 2 long swords in there, a battle axe hanging on the wall, a set of 2 warhammers that are on a table, and 3 kind of steel design shields that are just kind of propped up against a wall. That's everything of note that you guys are able to catch a glimpse of or see as you look through the room. There's a lot in here, but a lot of basic weaponry for the most part is what you've picked up on so far.
Alright, nothing really interesting for us then.
I want to check the back wall for any more secret
Oh.
entrances.
Of this room?
The room and where the wine racks are as well.
Okay. I'm assuming you're just going to tag along here.
Yeah, okay.
In that room, you don't find anything that appears to be of secret entrance variety or so. And as you guys make your way up to the top wall, a lot of the same. Seems of solid construction. Nothing apparent sticks out to you. Not like on the other side, at least. Say at this point you've emptied the crate, Gulan.
Okay. I look at the others and say, does anybody else have any other questions for these people?
Maybe.
What would you like to ask?
I look to one of the assassins.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know me?
If I'm being honest, I haven't seen anything quite like you before.
Nobody knows who I am. Maybe this is good, maybe this is bad.
In my line of business, it's very bad. Anyway, I think we're done here.
I had a question for the guys.
For the tied up guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to ask them what they've learned of the house so far.
How do you ask them?
I'm too scared to do the voice I was trying to do.
It's okay. You know, you've already seen me fail at 12 different accents. We're all here to fail and laugh about it. It's okay.
True. In the time you've been here, have you discovered anything? Do you know what the bounty for this house is for?
As much as we got from the paper. Strange noises, they said. We looked through the bottom floor a little bit, set off a couple traps, one at the front door, one at the front of the cellar here. Didn't see much of the house. Kind of stumbled upon this as one of the first things, and That's about it. Heard a lot of commotion. Decided to stay quiet. I'm guessing that was you guys.
More or less. That is all I have to ask.
He looks back towards Sam, who's kind of peering back there. Oh, I remember the name of that one kid from the younger years. His name was Peter. You want to write that down? Kind of goes back.
Sam, is that a lead?
This is in reference to Sam, as you were asking them all of these random questions. He was just recounting his life story, and that just happened to be like a kid that picked on him when he was younger. And he had forgotten the name, but he just reminded you. The kid that picked on him was Peter.
To be honest, I'm not quite sure.
Well, thank you for trying.
May I ask, what are we actually doing now? What do we do now?
Well, me and Pippa here found a cave.
Oh. Secret.
Fancy some spelunking?
Oh, yes. We like in secrets.
Does Ocean know what spelunking is?
Hey, Ocean is really smart.
Make an intelligence check, Ocean. General intelligence.
Okay. All right.
D20 plus your intelligence. Or I think you can click on it on the site.
Yeah. Let me just find it. Okay, 8.
As far as you know, spelunking is kind of like when you jump into water and you just kind of splash underneath. So, in your mind, yeah, you know what it is, but it ain't the same as what they're thinking.
So how much water is in the tunnel?
Oh, well, there's the wine on the floor currently.
Yep. You guys will notice that there's a small, like, now that you guys have opened that gap in the wall, the thin kind of a layer of wine that's just like hurricane watered its way through the entire cellar is just slowly trickling into that cave and slowly just kind of like a little crawl of liquid just slowly making its way in. Not a bunch of it.
Are a thing here.
I'd like to cast light on my staff
Okay.
and just kind of
Is it like concentration?
enter the cave entrance.
Because if it's not,
It's
you'd
less
probably
than an
still
hour.
have it. Oh, it's an hour. Yeah, you guys rested. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been long gone.
Go for it.
All
Sweet.
right.
I will look at Kalan and I'm done with my questions. What do we do with these two?
Well, I would hope to bring them into the guards themselves, but I think we are due for a little spelunking, like Hera said. Whatever that means. And we shall... I think we can just keep them here for now, tie them up, make sure they don't escape.
I just got betrayed in chat, but I'm gonna... Yeah, I help Kalan put the two assassins in the barrel.
I'll make sure to tie their legs, arms, and as well put a mouth bind over their mouths.
As you guys pull them over, the one looks into the one with the scar looks at the barrel or looks at this big crate and looks back at you. Are you really gonna put us in that thing?
So it looks like I'm joking?
It's better than what I wanted for you. Spark, spark.
He looks at you and just kind of looks down and sighs as he steps in. His own power, and the other one just kind of follows suit, and they just kind of have this sigh about them, and they're like, all right.
It's both better than what I had in mind, which is to lock him in the torture room.
Oh,
Hey, make sure there's a hole so we can breathe, will ya? You're coming back, right?
Yes, of course, of course.
sooner than you'd like.
Unless, of course, there's something in here that would kill us that you may or may not know about. Because if we're dead, we can't come back and nobody will know you're here.
Well,
So you better help us now.
if strange noises can kill you, I don't know what to tell you.
It is fair enough. I board it up. I'll make sure to poke a little hole so they can breathe.
Okay. There, you would notice there's already like little gaps between the wood work of the crate. I mean, it's not like a fully secure crate. There's little gaps already, but they're just being a little worried about it. Okay. So do you guys investigate the cave?
Yes.
I think we do.
Okay.
I
What
wanna-
is the marching order?
I lead the way with my light.
Okay.
I'll follow Pipra.
Okay. Who's next?
I can go next.
Okay.
After Harem.
Then I'm last.
Okay. So we've got
I'll
that
just-
marching
yeah.
order. Go ahead and remember your spot in the marching order as switch back to this scene. Okay. So as you guys step into the dark, normally kind of cave, you all see this kind of 10-foot tall, definitely like bored out cave. Unsure of if it was, you know, some kind of equipment or man-made or other, but definitely like this is entirely a cave sort of vibe to it. The little tunnel that leads away from the wall isn't very wide. We're talking 5-6 feet wide. You could probably have two of you guys walking side by side if you wanted, but any more is a stretch, so not too big. It starts to kind of wind down and to the side, and it's got a slight decline to it. Nothing that's like no decline that's going to be like too steep or catch you out or anything like that.
Does the tunnel look stable? Like it's not going to cave in or anything?
From what you can see so far, yeah.
Where's the water?
Is there any wine still around our feet?
Slow trickle around the opening. It's really slowly kind of making its way through. It's not like the opening was all the way down to the ground, so it's not like the entirety of the wine is making its way. It's just a little trickle that got through, and it's not picking up or anything. You get like 5 to 10 feet in, and you've already passed as far as it's reached. So very minor.
I think we bring whatever water we find. I'm just gonna jingle the little skin pouch, the skin flask thing.
I'd like to cast Water Whip and just play around with it.
Okay. All right.
Oh yeah, as we walk, I kind of want to check for traps under my feet.
Traps under your feet. Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Investigation incoming. That is a solid 7.
Okay. As far as you can tell, everything seems fine. It's a cave.
Perfect.
Keep walking.
Okay.
I follow.
So as you guys make your way to the left, slowly arcs its way down, and then you can see at parts it kind of widens out a little, and then kind of gets a little narrower. The height seems mostly the same, nothing too crazy. And as you curve to the left, you reach a point where it gets pretty narrow enough that you each have to kind of turn to your side and kind of sidestep through. Not a squeeze for anyone. Even Sam, with your heavy armor, you can get through. You just kind of have to adjust to get through one at a time. Opens up again and kind of continues downward. Eventually, you can see a little bit of faint light kind of down the way. And you hear Pipra, this distant kind of whoosh, if that comes through on the mic, I'm not sure. the sound, this
is what you said.
yeah, like this, a constant low kind of sound, almost staticky from a distance, little bit like water, maybe, kind of like when water crashes, but like a constant low, I can't think of the word, a low frequency, basically, in the distance, that as you guys take more steps gets a little closer. Same with the very minimal kind of light.
I think that's the water you've been looking for.
Yes, there's
Are
the
we just
water.
a
Then we
cave
can
by
speed
a
up.
waterfall or something?
Are you after hearing that, are you still leading the way just fine, or are you gonna say anything? Or okay, so as you guys continue, as you guys continue in, you can see that it starts to open up into this large cavern, and the low little bit of light is not enough to like make out any particular details per se, but with the light on Pipra's staff piercing this otherwise pitch black darkness, it's able to you're able to make out a good chunk of this room. It's probably about, from where you enter, maybe a solid 50-60 feet to the other end of it, where you see this waterfall that's probably 10-20 feet tall, that is crashing down into this little kind of pond that's catching it, with a little stream that just makes its way kind of to the side and kind of disappears in a little crack into the wall. And overall, other than the water, or other than the waterfall, the rest of it is pretty calm. The water's not like rushing by or anything like that. Just kind of falls down that ledge and meets with the rest of it. There's some stones in the water, just kind of piercing through. General kind of cavern aesthetic from what you might expect. And the cavern as a whole, to your right, you've probably got another 30 feet. To the left, probably at 30 feet that way. It's a pretty good sized cavern. And all around you, you can see these apparent tunnels that kind of lead off in all sorts of different directions. From where you came in, to the right, past a stone spire, almost like a stalagmite meta-stalactite, and has kind of formed this pillar over hundreds of years. You look past that, there's a tunnel a little bit further to the left of that, another one. To your left, there are 3 more tunnels. One all the way, almost back where you came, and just off to the side a little. Another one that's a little bit further than that, 10-20 feet to the right of that. And then another one in between where the waterfall is and where the stream forms through the cracks and disappears. 6 tunnels in total, counting the one you came from. And Pipra, as you guys are standing here taking in the room, you sense through your feet this rumbling, almost, not quite the water, but this rumbling sort of digging, you think, tunneling, before you guys all hear all around you this whoosh through the ground to your right, Pipra, to your right, Sam, and to your left, Hera, and behind you, Ocean. All simultaneously, these breaks in the ground as... Give me 1 second here. As these creatures, these worm-like creatures that are much larger than normal worms, burst through the ground, and as they get up and above the ground, you see that they're probably about 10 feet long from head to the end of the tail. And as they prop themselves up, these serpent-like, worm-like creatures kind of rear their heads in your direction. You guys are all seeing this from the 4 that sprouted out of the ground. They've got these this beak-like apparatus at the front that kind of curls into a point at the top and at the bottom. And then out from its head, where you don't see any eyes, these 4 small tentacles kind of reach out and kind of curl up around. At the end of these tentacles that are kind of forming an X pattern at its head, sharp mandibles, sharp claws that have a couple of points on each of the 4 of them that you get the idea is for latching on to whatever it's trying to attack. I need you all to roll initiative.
All right.
Let me find the battle music. Give me 1 second. Battle music. Let me not forget this time. And I will ask you guys for your initiative 1 second. Having a hard time finding the battle music. But if you guys want a visual, I realize that I can do this without exactly showing everything because it exists on the thing. So I'll take a little screenshot and I'll show you for some added fun of actually being able to see what it is. Even if you might recognize it from past experience, that's fine. I trust you guys not to go crazy with it, with the information.
Where would we see that?
I'm working on it. The screenshot's taking a while to load.
Oh no.
Let me try. Sorry, I'm using a huge set of playlists that Pateo sent me. I'm still learning how to navigate it properly. I don't know where the battle music went, but there's an underground one, so let me try that. Yeah, we'll just use underground. It's fine. Anyway, okay. Open image in new tab. Okay. If you would like to direct your attention to the stream, this is what it looks like. May or may not know what it is, but that is what they look like. About 10 to 15 feet long. So, thick dudes.
That's a strange looking parrot.
That is a weird looking dog.
Rick.
Okay, so Pipra wouldn't know that. Anyway,
Pippa reads a lot.
Toot knows that. Pipra wouldn't know that. Anyway,
Sedge.
here we have it. Here's where you guys are. Initiatives. Real quick, let me roll theirs real quick.
19.
Cocked.
17.
Okay.
I got 9.
7.
And
Sam?
a cool 12.
Okay, so we've
Permanently
got...
at the back of initiative.
Okay. Then, to begin with... 1 second. The underground is a little too chilled out for this. We'll go with it, everyone. Go back to what we had. That's fine. Okay. First we are with Ocean. You are up first.
Okay. Well, then I would first of all like to cast Speak with Animals.
I will say you would know, given your
Okay.
past experience with the spider, it's probably not going to work as these aren't animals. So
Okay.
I'll save you from expending that,
Okay.
given your past experience.
Well, then I'm gonna do a Riptide second level.
Okay. I'd like to imagine Ocean's original plan was to cast Speak with Animals and then ask it if it knows who he is. Okay.
I would. Yeah, I would make sure that nobody's in front of me, so that I'm kind of in front of those two worms that are whose character is that? The yellow one?
So that is Sam.
Sam, yeah.
So you want to get in? You want to hit both of those two without hitting anyone? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, if that's possible.
There's one right next to you, so if you were to move,
yeah,
it would have an attack of opportunity.
Okay. I mean, I guess if I'm just right there, then I just
attack that one.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you bring your hands together, and then you kind of reach your palms outward, kind of in a shape like this, this watery magic energy starts to form, and then it kind of connects to the tips of the fingers and then unleashes in a cone direction at the first creature. And I think that's a dex save, so...
Yep. 14.
14. It is going to succeed, so it'll take half damage. So go ahead and roll 3d6.
8.
8. Okay. Go ahead and do this real quick. Okay. Anything else?
I would like to use Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
Wait.
Waiting.
Yeah. I need to see if I can. Oh, come on. Wait. It just says that somebody who can hear me, basically.
So you have to choose anyone that
I do
is
have
in
to
range
choose.
of hearing.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you can choose. So basically, anyone within range that can hear you is a possible target that you can choose, and then you get to choose how you inspire them. You could say something. You could play a little thing on your flute. You could sing a little thing. It's up to you. You can get creative with it.
Yeah. I just choose the one who's next in line.
That would be Pipra. Unless you mean marching order wise, but I'm assuming you mean initiative.
Initiative, yep.
So that'd be Pipra.
Just in general, say these are just worms. We can easily defeat them. Come on, let's go.
Okay, Pipra, at hearing the usually skittish and easily scared Ocean, with this sudden confidence and optimism, you feel truly inspired, and you have a 1d8 that you can use for.
We've got this.
We got this.
So go ahead and mark off that one bardic inspiration. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, we are on to Pipra.
Pipra will cast Scorching Ray.
Okay. That is third level. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is 4 total? Is that right? Because it starts at 3, or does it start at... Yeah, you create 3, so then you would have another one. So you have 4 to roll. So when roll 4 spell attacks. Ranged spell attacks.
First one's 20.
Yep. That'll hit.
22.
Okay, that hits.
Third one's 13.
That's gonna miss.
Fourth one is 21.
Okay, that hits. Go ahead and roll the damage for 3 of them, which is 2d6. Wow, that's a good roll. Okay, let me pull my thing up. Okay. Next one?
The one right next to me, by the way.
I ordered them from 1, 2, 3, which is missed, and then 4 is the one next to Ocean.
Oh,
so
okay,
left to right.
Hitting each one?
You hit 3 out of the 4 because one of them missed, essentially, and you had 4 rays. But yeah, in terms of like numbering them, I'm just going left to right for sake of ease.
Okay.
So
7
second one.
damage is next.
Okay.
9 damage for the last one.
Okay. All right, you guys watch as Pippa, do you choose to do this through your staff or through your hand? Just for the sake of explaining it. The light would stay.
Hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you watch as Pippa holds the light staff out to one side and with the other hand kind of waves the palm up in the air, and you can see out of the 4 fingertips, excluding the thumb, a different ray of fire shoots out from the fingertip and makes its way in the direction of all 4 of them. One manages to, the one kind of down next to Hera, manages to kind of turn, and it has it kind of sort of bounce off of the back and kind of ricochet off a little bit, not really taking any damage. And the other 3 are hit pretty good with it. Is there anything else you want to do, Pipra?
I'll cast Scholar's Preparation as well.
All right, let me refresh myself on that one.
Your years of study and practice have prepared you for most situations. As a bonus action, you can cast this spell, momentarily meditating and sharpening your focus, which allows you to re-roll any roll of choice related to Arcana or using magic within the duration.
Duration's 1 hour. Yep, that's a homebrew. Thank you for reading that for chat. Okay, that's your turn then. No movement.
Yeah, I'll stick where I'm at.
Okay, that brings us to Sam. With Kulan upcoming.
So I'll just take my longsword and attack number 1 and number 2.
Okay.
Separate attacks, but yeah.
Go for it.
So first attack is a 17 to hit.
17 hits. Go and roll damage.
Yep. 3 damage.
3 damage. All right, you guys watch as the first strike. Is Sam right or left-handed?
Sam is... just gonna check my character art. 1 second.
Sam would have actually decided this ahead of time. This makes a lot of sense.
Left-handed.
Left-handed. So you watch as the sword in the left hand comes down, and the creature tries to dodge out of the way, but the sword still makes contact. It kind of slides off a little bit, but you can see that it pierced just a little bit, enough to do a little bit of damage. Roll for the second attack.
Actually, on the first attack, can I still use Divine Smite?
Yeah, go for it.
So I'll deal 2d8 extra radiant damage.
Okay.
So that's 12 extra damage.
Okay. Go and cross off the spell slot, and you can see after that one, you guys see as what appeared to be just a little graze. All of a sudden, a moment later, kind of the wound flashes with this sort of radiant energy, and you could see it kind of streak throughout the creature, and it lets out this loud shriek as it kind of shrivels in pain, and at this point, it is doing quite rough.
And then second attack towards the second creature. Yeah, that's a 12.
12 is going to miss, unfortunately. So it hits as you swing it down. It also kind of learns from the last one that you just made, and as it kind of takes it almost where the shoulder would be, kind of on the back, it just kind of clings off of the natural armor, and the hit doesn't seem to pierce at all. Is there anything else you would like to do?
I think that should be it.
Okay. that is going to bring us to the creature's turns. So the first one here, outline it, so there you go. The first one here is going to go ahead and make an attack in your direction, Sam, for having inflicted such a wound on this creature. It's going to do 2 attacks on you. The first one is going to be with its tentacles coming out from its head. They're going to try to reach towards you and kind of make a piercing attack. That one is going to be a natural 1, so that one's going to miss. And then on the second one, also with the tentacles, is going to roll a 9, so that one also misses. So you're able to parry with your shield both of these attacks with the tentacles, not able to get a grip on you. And the second one is also going to make a couple attacks at you, being the closest one. First one with the tentacles is going to be a 12 to hit, which misses. And the second one with tentacles is going to be a 14 to hit.
Still doesn't hit.
Okay. Third one is going to make its way over here, get a little closer to Hera, and go ahead and make a tentacle attack to start with. That one is going to be a 13 to hit.
13 misses.
These guys are terrible. The next one is going to be 11 to hit. These guys suck. Fourth one by Ocean is going to go ahead and watch this one. Ocean's going to get all of the damage, I bet. That is a 17 to hit.
It does hit.
Oh, we finally hit.
Hey.
All right. So the first,
Don't
as the tentacles reach out, and you can feel 2 of them kind of pierce, one into like your left shoulder, and the other one kind of near the shoulder, kind of in the upper torso, as they kind of latch in with the sharp hooks, and that will deal 9 points of piercing damage or slashing damage. And then with its second attack, it's going to, now that the claws are kind of stuck into you for the moment, you're not grappled, but as they reach into you, it's going to reach towards you with its beak and try to make an attack with that. And that one is going to be a 9 to hit, so misses.
Misses, yeah.
All right, and that is their turns. We are on to Kulan with Hera up next.
Okay, I'll go straight for the one right above me on the diagonal.
Okay.
And a little more aggression this time. I'll just try and really just get this thing over with, and I'll try and balk him with my staff again.
Go for it.
19 to hit.
19 hits.
I'll add sneak attack, so that is 9 plus wherever it is. I just have to roll my own dice. And there it is again. 11 damage.
Okay.
And then I continue up with 2 rapid attacks with my hands.
Go for it.
Which is 18 to hit with the first one.
18 hits.
Another 8 damage.
Okay.
And then the last hit is 21 to hit.
Look at that hit.
And that is another 6 hit points of damage.
Okay. As you guys, Sam especially, see Kulan kind of step up to the side of this creature, bonk it with the staff, and then come back with a couple unarmed attacks. On the second one, you can see it lands square under where the head is, and the force is enough that the creature kind of flies back a couple of feet, and just kind of collapses in a pile, squirming a little before it all just kind of subsides and it goes still. As that one is toast. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. That brings us to Hera with Ocean up next.
Okay. I have LOS on the one directly south and the one directly east of me, right?
Directly the one with Ocean
Yeah.
I would say you have a better sight at the one, at least within range. You'd be able to see the one between Sam and Pipra better than the one behind Ocean. The one behind Ocean, I would say, would have like 3/4 cover behind Ocean himself.
Okay. That being the case, I'll go for the 2 closest one. Good luck, Ocean. I'm going to conjure up. This is going to be my last first level spell, so I'm going to burn off that, and I'm going to burn off a twin spell.
Okay.
I'm going to target the one directly to my northwest and the one directly to my south. South first, though.
Got it. And this is what spell?
This is Chaos Bolt. So the first one is 11 to hit.
That is going to miss, unfortunately.
Misses horrifically. Gotcha.
That was to the south one first, you said?
That was to the south.
Okay.
Chaos Magic is 15.
Okay,
I can't remember
good.
if that does something. Okay, yeah, no.
Not yet. Someday it might.
Got it. Okay. And the second one goes towards the one to the northwest.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a 13 to hit.
13 just misses, unfortunately.
Oh, all right. Another Chaos Magic then. That's a 13 again.
Okay, we are good. Out of curiosity, roll what types the Chaos Bolts would be. What types of energy?
Okay. Chaos Bolt energy. Going. So the first one would have been either Force or Acid. I'm choosing for Force there.
Okay.
And the second one would have been either Acid or Thunder. I'm choosing Thunder.
Okay, so similar in force, the first one, as you unleash this Chaos Bolt towards it, it uses its tail to kind of shift the energy of it kind of just narrowly off to the side, and as it impacts behind, there's this kind of low rumble as it crashes into the wall, and a lot of dust is kicked up. Similarly with the second one, as it unleashes towards the creature, it uses its tail not to swipe it away, but just kind of absorb the blow, and another low rumble, this time with like a purplish energy around it, kind of hums to life, but the creature seems to have shrugged it off for the most part. Do you wish to do anything else?
Bonus action, I'm going to just convert some sorcery points real quick to another first level slot.
Go for it.
It's going to be the end of my sorcery points, though.
All right, that brings us to Ocean with Pipra up next.
Mm-hmm. Okay. First of all, I'd like to grapple. So basically, I try to get it on its back.
Okay, you're gonna
ride it.
You're gonna try to jump on its back. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, it's gonna be opposing strength checks. Go and make a roll a strength check.
Strength, okay. Yeah. 19.
Okay, rolled a 15. Okay, you are able to climb up on its back with kind of your arms wrapped around the front of it, kind of grappling it in place.
Okay.
I'll say that would be your action to do so.
It was my action, not my bonus action. Okay.
To go for a full grapple
So
and kind of get up behind it and everything. Yeah, I would say
so. I can't use an attack.
Not a full attack, but if you have like a bonus action spell or anything, that would be plausible.
Bonus action spell. I don't. But let me see if I have something that I can use.
Oh, I'm peeking in the top of Pipra's frame.
Not really.
I see.
So I guess I'll
whoops.
just try and stay on it then.
Okay. You are holding on to it and grappling it. Oh, let's keep you there for now.
Yeah. I'll let out a woohoo scream.
You guys look over as somehow Ocean has managed to climb up on the back of this thing and is using the forearms wrapped around the front of it where its neck is to kind of squeeze it back in place, and has grappled this creature. So with that being the case, now that it is grappled, Just double checking what happens to the creature. Okay, it doesn't want to tell me. I think I have the general idea though. So if that's your turn, that will bring us to Pipra with Sam up next.
Oh wait. Actually, it says when you want to grab a creature or wrestle with it, you can use the attack action to make a special melee attack or a grapple. Wait. Special. Make a special melee attack.
If you have multiple attacks, which is a part of your action, if you're able to make multiple normal attacks, then this would count for one of them, but not all of them.
Ah, okay, yeah. This is what's after that. If you're able to make, yeah. The target of your grapple must be no more than one size larger, using at least one free hand.
Yep.
Blah. Strings.
So if I'm not mistaken, you can check if you have multiple attacks per action. Like, for example, if you were like swinging a sword, do you get to do it twice? One. Okay, so yeah, it would stand then. It's okay. I found it. Its speed becomes 0, so it can't move because of the grapple. It can try and break the grapple, but it cannot move. Its speed is 0, so it is stuck there in place with you grappling it.
Okay.
Okay, so good to go to Pipra then.
I will. I would like to cast. We'll do Scorching Ray 2nd level.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 3 attacks.
$23.
That's gonna hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
24 for the second one. Hang
Okay.
on, let me get all those out of the way. And 25.
Okay, they'll all hit.
$7 for the first one.
Use advantage on the first one to hit, right? From your preparation spell?
It's not the next one. It says any.
Oh, any of them. So you haven't used it and you were saving it? Okay.
Yeah, I was saving it in case I rolled low.
Okay. So first one's damage was what?
7, I believe.
Okay. Second one damage?
5.
Okay.
And 7 again.
Okay. So you guys watch as Pipra yet again reaches the hand out, and this time from the first 3 fingers, these scorching rays shoot out. And at the first one, that's surrounded by the 3 of you, as the ray hits it square in the side of the face, it kind of pushes it out and slams it against the stone pillar behind it, and the creature falls limp and is no longer moving. And the other 2 rays shoot out towards the others, and both impact in similar locations, kind of up near the head, and both of them take a good bit of damage from it, but are still going. Any movement?
No, I'll stay.
Okay, that brings us to Sam with Kulon upcoming.
Yeah, I'll walk around here and then attack the worm.
Go for it.
Twice. That's a 9 to hit.
That is gonna miss, unfortunately.
And secondly, 10 to hit. Yeah, no.
Dang. So with the first one, as you strike forward with the left hand, after it took the ray from Pipra's attack, it's now kind of facing in the direction in which you're approaching, so it sees you coming. It kind of brushes off the first hit, unable to pierce, and with the second one, uses its tail to kind of put you off balance a little bit, and that one is unable to pierce as well, both clinging off the side of the armor. Is there anything else you would like to attempt?
Not right now.
Okay, that brings us to their turn, and then Kulan will be up next. So this first one, now being attacked by the lot of you, is going to, after brushing off those attacks, go ahead and make 2 attacks towards you, Sam. The first one is going to be 21 to hit.
That does it.
Okay, and it's gonna do 9 points of slashing damage with the tentacles as it reaches out and kind of scrapes across the upper torso region, able to just pierce through the armor, just enough to make a dent. And then with the other one, it's going to come back, this time with its beak, and kind of lash out in your direction. That one is going to be a nat 1, so that's going to miss. As you reach your sword up and deflect its beak out of the way with a well-timed parry to that one, it is going to stay in its position. And the other one that is grappled right now is does not have any movement speed. It's not going to try and break the grapple. Instead, it's going to try and use its tentacles to kind of reach up and back to where you are on its back, Ocean, and this attack will be with disadvantage. So yeah, a 9 and an 8. So that one's gonna miss, and then it is going to attempt one more time as it kind of re-prepares itself. This time it is going to attempt to break the grapple. So I need you to roll another strength check.
19.
9. So you manage to stay on it as it's kind of trying to wiggle free and do everything it can. You are just holding on for dear life, and you have it locked in place. And that is the end of its turn, which brings us to Kulan with Hera up next.
I'll look to Ocean. I just say, do you need any help?
No.
Very well. I walk over to the one at the bottom instead.
Okay.
I just take a direct look at it, and I just go straight in with the staff, just trying to get that thing out of the way.
This is which one?
The one at the bottom.
Okay. So you go around here to be able to go for it.
20 to hit, 30.
That hits.
And
I
I'll
found combat music finally. It's a little late for that, but you know.
Let's hit it.
Going to roll damage?
It is 9 hit points.
Okay.
With a sneak attack, which adds another 6, so 15.
Okay. All right.
And then I go with an unarmed strike for this one. No, I'm going with flurry of blows.
Go for it.
26 to hit, the first one.
Yup. I'd say so.
And that is 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And the final strike.
With that one, as you reach out with the unarmed attack, getting ready to just lay it to waste with a rapid set of punches. The first punch that comes through, you can hear as this like squishing sound turns into kind of like a creaking, and as your hand impacts, but not just impacts, it pierces into the body, and you have to reach your hand down. It's all covered in this gross kind of slimy stuff as the creature just kind of rears back. And Hera, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity save going. That's going to be a 19.
Okay. Hera, you watch as this impact happens, and as it shrieks and starts to fall backwards, you're able to sidestep out of the way before it lands on you and goes lifeless. That one being taken care of.
I'll finish up my flurry of blows, and I'll keep hitting it, just
okay.
feeling that extra anger from earlier.
Okay. You guys watch as Kulan in this unexpected and out of character fit of rage just after piercing its body and finishing dealing the finishing blow, just reaches back and then goes to its slumped over body and just wails on it a couple more times. And you guys are just like, wow, okay. That brings us to Hera, with Ocean up next.
All right. I've got one more guy, basically. Do I have a clear shot at this thing?
I would say if you're going to make a
no.
ranged attack, I would just have you roll a general wisdom check to see if you're able to aim properly with Ocean. Because like it's kind of twirling around and it's struggling, so at times it's
I'm not
clear, at times
particularly high on wisdom.
07 soldier.
All right.
you could do
okay,
something
never
melee
mind.
based and you would
I'm
be
going
better
to
off.
try something melee based, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, what I want to do is I want to run in and I want to hit him with a sickening touch.
Go for it.
All right. That's going to be a 23 to hit.
Yup. Does it need to make a... Okay.
It
Save.
does need to make a con save.
Okay. Yep, it does. Is it a set save or is it against your spell DC? Does it say?
Against my... Oh, hang on. Should just be against my DC, which is 15.
It rolls a 9, so it fails.
All right, so that means it takes the full 15 damage and is now poisoned.
With that, Ocean, while you're grappled onto the back of it, you see Hera run up, and as Hera reaches out the hand, and the hand touches the slimy, kind of armored exterior of this creature, this wave of sickening green poisonous energy starts to emanate, kind of like veins, just kind of stretching out from the touch, and as it wraps around the body, the creature lets out a shriek, and then all of a sudden just falls limp. Ocean, you have to like hold on for dear life for a bit as it kind of falls to the ground so that you don't tumble and take damage yourself, but that creature is done for and you guys are officially out of combat.
Sorry to ruin your fun there, Ocean.
That was fun. No worries.
Let me find the thing.
What would I know what these creatures are? Would I be able to check that?
I'd also like to know that.
Make both of you make a general intelligence check.
General
say?
intelligence got. Solid 5.
Intelligence 18.
18. So Hera, you're unsure what to make of it really, other than big scary creature. But Sam, in your years of study and working with and in the Seekers, you would know that these are monstrosities, much like the things that you had fought previously up in the building. And these monstrosities in particular are known as Gricks, and they do a lot of tunneling and burrowing under the ground. And likely, you would also know they ambushed you guys due to feeling or sensing your presence, your footsteps not very stealthily entering the cavern and breach the surface.
Perfect.
To ambush you guys right there.
Can I tell if the like tunnels leading off are like, is this whole cave dug by these Gricks, or is it
No,
partly natural? Or
they wouldn't be responsible for all of this. They just like to thrive in cave and cavern based
okay. Mm-hmm.
areas. In terms of if you guys want to determine if the cave is man-made or kind of naturally formed, you, especially Sam, would get the impression that the most likely outcome is that it's some sort of natural cavern or cave system with certain elements here or there potentially influenced by somebody or something, but more so in a way that they're kind of additions to or extensions to what was already a naturally existing kind of formation.
All right.
I walk over to the water and kind of wash out my wound on my shoulder.
Okay.
Is there anything so that I can see? Is there something behind the waterfall, like a secret room or
Are
a
you
treasure chest
looking in there,
behind?
or are you going there?
Does it look like I'd be washed away if I went in there?
So you can reach your hand or a foot into the little pond right here, and it's not very deep. It would come maybe halfway up the shin. It's pretty shallow, and you don't get the impression that it gets any deeper. The water is very calm. You can't really see much in there. The only light you guys have is from Pipra's staff, so you can't really see under the surface of the water. It doesn't look particularly dirty or odd, and the only kind of movement within is just from the waterfall kind of crashing down from 10 or 20 feet up.
Yeah, I'll go in. Why not?
Okay. So as Hera trudges through the water, that kind of comes up to the shins, sometimes closer to the knees. You are now at the base of the waterfall, ever so faintly getting splashed by the crashing of water.
Does it look at all like there's anything beyond the waterfall there? Does it look like there's like something beyond the cliff face underneath it?
It's hard to see past the water. It's a pretty steady stream. And it's really dark in here.
Ocean sees Hera walking up to the waterfall. Like, oh, spelunking! And I jump into the water.
Okay, when you say you jump in, is that feet first, or is that expecting there to be more water? Are we talking like a cannonball or like a feet first jump?
Kind of like cannonball.
Okay, so you guys watch as hold on, I gotta fix the Discord because the thing is offset. There we go. Ocean goes and says this, ooh, spelunking, and jumps and almost cannonballs. And Pipra, you'll have a front seat to this as Ocean lands in the water, and what was supposed to be a cannonball and go underwater instantly just smack onto the ground as Ocean's butt and feet just kind of crash with the bottom of the water, and the water comes up to like, you know, a good 5 or 6 inches, or actually no, it'd be like a foot up. So like Ocean's sitting in it, and it has a good part of himself covered because he's sitting. But Ocean, you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage from the shallow water cannonball.
I'd like to look down.
Yeah.
At Ocean, shake my head, walk over to Hera.
Okay.
And hold up my hand. And I would like to use shape water to kind of spread the water in the waterfall.
Oh,
So she
Okay.
can see.
So you watch as Pipra comes up on you, Hera, and you're kind of studying this waterfall, trying to determine if it's worth walking through and getting drenched to see if there's anything. And Pipra kind of raises her hand up, and you watch as the waterfall, much like curtains in a window, just kind of part from the bottom and kind of make their way up until it parts and reveals behind it a flat stone rock surface with nothing there.
I don't know why I thought there would be something there. Oh well, we have plenty of places to explore.
Indeed we do, but before that, I am quite exhausted myself after we, I don't know, barely survived the encounters with an assassin, and now this. I'd like very much to just rest here for a bit, at least.
Truthfully, I'm much the same.
I understand, but would here be the best place considering we left 2 people in a box?
Maybe we go back.
We could go back and rest.
How long have we been walking down the cave?
I would say since you guys made your way into the cave, we'll say it's been about half an hour, roughly, since you entered the hole in the wall. We'll say if you guys are looking to Discord, pause Spotify again. There we go. if you guys are looking to find a spot to a safer spot to rest, maybe you can make your way back up, and say for the sake of brevity, you could take the 2 captives and bring them out to the front of the manor and wave over some of the city guard and inform them. We'll have to go through all of that so that they are dealt with and kind of taken away, so that you guys have the opportunity to, if you choose to do so, do some sort of shorter or longer rest in the manor before you continue.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, it sounds like a shout.
I agree with the otherworldly thoughts we all have had in our heads.
I'm glad we share
Yes.
this brain parasite together.
All right, so do you guys wish to take another short rest, or are you going to try to take a long rest up in the manor before you continue into the caverns?
Long rest.
Yeah, I feel like a long rest is a good idea.
Nothing left.
Okay. So we'll say that you guys go ahead and, after having this encounter and seeing how much of the cavern lies ahead, decide to sleep on it for a bit and come back when you're more prepared for such an endeavor. And we'll say, assuming on the next day that Pipra has cast light once more on the staff, you guys will have re-entered the original cavern. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna try and walk in front of each cave or each entrance to see if maybe I can feel a breeze or a smell or something from each of them. See if there's a difference.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
13.
No breeze can be felt at the entrance of any of these various tunnels. However, with each of these, you get the feeling that they all kind of extend for quite a ways off in various directions. Like, this is the beginning of what appears to be a potentially pretty sprawling network of caves and tunnels and caverns. No breeze, no smell, or anything that you pick up on.
I'll just take out my dagger then, and I'll mark out the one entrance we came in, so we don't forget how to get out.
Okay.
Just gonna mark something on the wall.
Okay.
And then I look to the others to say, so where did we begin? There's plenty of options now.
I'd like to try something. I walk up to the water and I stick my head in it, trying to figure out if I can breathe underwater.
Okay. You stick your head under the water and kind of hold it there, and then do you decide to attempt to inhale?
It could go horrible. I'll try.
Okay. Go and roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Ah, yes, water.
15.
Okay, so as you inhale, you are suddenly met with this torrent of water just entering your system, and you immediately recognize that is not supposed to happen. So you reach your head up and you kind of cough out a bunch of the water. Fortunately, you don't take any damage from it, and you're able to kind of get it out of your system after a bit of a coughing fit. But no, that doesn't appear to be how that's supposed to work.
Okay,
I
I'll
was gonna
try.
gargle water for effect, but I couldn't do it without laughing.
I'll try again, but this time I'm just trying to hold my breath a little.
Okay. So you dip your head back underwater. How long are you attempting to hold your breath for?
As long as it's comfortable.
Okay. So you hold your breath under the water for 30 seconds pass by, 40 seconds, 50 seconds, a minute. Starting to feel like you need some air, but you don't need to pull back quite yet. About a minute and a half goes by, and you're starting to feel like, okay, this is starting to get pretty uncomfortable. As the seconds pass by, closer and closer to 2 minutes, it's starting to get really, really uncomfortable. You decide to pull your head out.
Okay.
Okay. You pull your head out and gasp for a bunch of air, and doesn't seem to have had the desired effect.
Just want to be watching this whole thing go down, trying to puzzle out what's just gone on. Yes. Sputtered up water and just held head underwater for about 2 minutes.
Pipper's just sitting on a rock. Like, what is going on?
He's trying to kill himself.
I certainly hope not.
It would really look like that, wouldn't it?
Is this some sort of ritual? Is it insensitive to ask?
Make an insight check, Hera.
Okay. Oh, no.
Is this
natural
like
20?
Okay, so you start to get the feeling that, if anything, it just kind of relates to Ocean trying to figure out who and what he is, much like he's been asking everyone. Like, he's very confused, but with his name being Ocean and with his seeming connection to water, you get the idea that it was out of curiosity, if anything. And you can kind of put two and two together that it was maybe attempting to see what would happen when near or in water. But no spell or magic or ritual or unaliving or anything like that.
Okay. Gonna walk up to Ocean. Just gonna go, "Oh, Ocean, dear.
Yes.
Gonna prestidigitate a mirror into my hand. Just gonna let him, like, in the light that Pipra casts, I'm just gonna let him see that along his cheeks, like just along each one of his cheeks, I'm gonna go, see, I don't think that's very good. Hang on. Perfect. So, see, well, along here, you'll see a lack of gills. I hate to say it, but despite the name, I don't believe you're a fish.
I wanted to know if I maybe can swim under the stream, maybe down to the crack and go there. And maybe I am a fish, but I don't know. And now I don't know anything. I thought maybe I'm fish kind of person. Now I don't know anything.
Well, that's certainly interesting. But I see no gills, I see no fins, so possibly just stick to breathing air like the rest of us for now.
It seems that I'm just me.
Sam pulls up his notes on Ocean and just looks at him. Have you considered frog?
Make a wisdom check, Ocean. Just a wisdom check.
Yep. Wisdom. There we go. Oh wow, 6.
You know what? That might be a pretty good idea. It could be possible.
Maybe I am a frog.
Do you know what a frog is?
Yes, you would know what a frog is.
Yes.
Okay.
Quack.
Well, would you guys like to continue your journey down any of these tunnels in particular?
1 second.
Where does the stream go again?
The water from the waterfall goes into this still pond that reaches over into a tiny little crevice in the wall, not big enough for any humanoid or creature outside of, at largest, maybe a rat or a rabbit or something, but very small
God,
little
it's the only
crevice in the
trouble
wall.
with fish.
Well, yeah, fish could fit through. It ever so slightly kind of meanders its way in that direction after making its way down from the waterfall.
Okay.
But nothing stands out about it.
I should have asked first how large the crack even was.
Yeah, you said that. I was kind of thinking, I don't think it's very big. Oh,
I'm just
no."
picturing Ocean was like, maybe I'll turn into a fish and I'll be able to fit through.
I'm a frog. Do I? What just happened with Theo's camera?
Yes.
Do I sense anything in any of the directions of the caves?
Make a perception check.
I'll do
Unless you mean
actual
through
dice.
your feed ability.
Sixth sense. Yeah. Like, is there anything close? But I also want to be looking around. I want to figure out which one we should go in.
Okay. You
So
don't
I
pick up
could-
anything in the ground nearby other than your compatriots. What'd you roll for perception?
$23.
Okay. As Kulan did before you, you kind of peer into each of the various different tunnels that kind of lead out in every which direction. And you can't really pick up on any sounds or lights outside of the one on your staff, or even smells for that matter, but much like with Kulan, you get the idea that each one definitely kind of meanders out into a potentially sprawling network of caves and caverns and tunnels. You would get the idea that with where the waterfall is coming from and where the stream is going to, the bulk of this potential network is probably in that direction, kind of south/west on this map. Maybe more west, if anything. At least for where most of it might go.
Yeah, I was planning on starting heading towards the area where, like the path between the waterfall and where the stream leads to.
Okay, so down here.
I'll
Yep.
follow.
Yeah.
I'll follow as well.
Okay, are you staying behind Sam with the lit up staff, or are you gonna go ahead?
I'll be behind so he can see.
And I'll have the rest of you guys tagging along here. That sense we're going to go with this scene for now. All right, so you guys enter, and as you enter into this particular tunnel, much like the one you entered through, 10 feet tall in some areas, kind of gets a little closer to maybe 8 feet. It's a bit narrower than the last one, both in height and in width. So only one person at a time, really, at the most of it. As you enter and you go about 10, 20 feet into this tunnel, you see to your right, there's a bit of an intersection, but to the right, there's a bit of a drop down, like a little ledge that's probably 8 to 10 feet that you could jump down relatively safely, but probably wouldn't be able to get back up very easily, and continues off in that direction in a pretty narrow kind of tunnel. And then straight ahead of you guys, and the one you're currently in, it kind of wraps around to the left completely out of sight as it continues to turn.
Which way?
Which direction would you guys like to go now?
Where does the main part of this path looks like it goes?
The current tunnel you're in, if you were to continue following this one, it's the one that curves to the left. Pretty sharp turn, and you can't see much beyond the curve unless you were to head down that direction.
There's no difference in like on the ground, like a path, or
All looks cave-like. There just happens to be a ledge that leads into the cave that intersects this one, or the tunnel.
I say we just start with the left and we make our way through each clockwise.
Okay.
I
there
think that's a good
Rock
idea.
or something.
A rock? Like a
On the
loose rock?
ground. Yeah.
How big? How small?
I
do you-
want to drag it along the left wall so that we know that's the way we went. And if
Sure.
we're trying to get back, then we follow it on the right.
Sure, okay. You're able to do so fine. As you guys make your way around the bend to the left, it gets pretty narrow for a bit and then opens up a bit. Still tunnel, cave kind of form. And as you round to the right after that and continue straight, you see in front of you a similar ledge to the last one. This time you're on the bottom of the ledge, and it's about 8 to 10 feet up of 90-degree kind of stone formation. And with the light, you can see above it, there's an opening, like a cave at the top of it that continues on. But much like the last one you encountered, except this time you are at the bottom of it and would have to definitely make an attempt to get to the top of it, unless you found how to get to the other side somewhere else.
Did we just go around in a circle and back to it?
Yeah. Sam doesn't feel very comfortable with climbing in heavy armor.
You would know with your passive investigation, a couple of you guys, this is not the same ledge based on
Okay.
the directions you had traveled and everything.
Yeah.
Then about halfway up, I'm going to use mold earth and just pull out a chunk of it to get a grip on and kind of climb up that way.
Okay. In that case, are you all going to attempt to climb up with the assisted mold earth from Pipra?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
go
think
ahead.
I'll try, guys.
Everyone make an athletics check with advantage.
Can I use acrobatics?
Yeah, I'll say for you, you can use acrobatics, yeah.
Yes.
Makes sense for Kulan.
17.
11.
Okay.
I
Roll
will
the
say once I
one.
get to the top, I will be helping people up.
A 1 with advantage?
And then the 7, so 9.
Okay.
How much does the advantage do?
You just roll twice, essentially, and take the higher number.
Ah, yeah, that was that. Yeah. Oh wow, I rolled the same twice. 6.
Okay, Hera?
18.
Okay. So as you guys attempt to climb up, for the most part, Kulan, you're able to get up. Pipra, you're able to get up fairly easily. Hera as well. But the last two making their way up, Sam, you guys have to kind of, two of you reach your hands down and kind of help pull Sam up the rest of the way. And Ocean, as you attempt to climb up, the first attempt, your hand slips and you fall onto your back and take 4 points of bludgeoning damage. But then on the second attempt, you're able to make your way all the way up. Learning from the previous mistake, you guys are now at the top of this specific ledge. At the top, you can see to your right, for another 20 or 30 feet, the hallway, the cave continues to expand, and almost looks like it opens up a little bit in that direction. And then straight ahead of you, you can see that you're currently on a curve in this cave that you've just entered. It's kind of on a curve, so you have to the right, and then straight ahead of you, where it's kind of curving and heading down, it kind of curves off to the left, and you can't really see much beyond it, but appears cave-like. You guys like to head to the right or to the left?
Should we go
Yes.
to the left and then see if
Yeah.
we can loop back if it's a dead end?
Sounds good.
Heading to the left?
Mhm.
Okay, as you guys make your way through the cave to the left, which is mostly straight, but you head down there, it narrows up for a little bit, and you gotta squeeze through just a smidge, but you're able to, relatively with ease, you reach another intersection. And it's of a cave that's kind of circling around, and you're at kind of the apex of where it curves. So to the left of this intersection, it curves a little bit more to the left and then kind of darts out of sight. And then to the right, it curves a little bit more. You can see an opening where there may be another one of these ledges, and the cave itself that you're approaching also turns to the left, so basically another intersection to your right. Or to the left, it continues on in a direction that you're unable to make anything out of so far.
I want to go right this time.
Follow.
I'll follow.
Everyone goes right? Okay. As you go right, you approach the intersection where the new tunnel that you are in, the new hallway you are in, continues to the left, and it's fairly spacious. And you see to your right another drop-down ledge, similar, 8 to 10 feet tall, about a 90-degree angle. This time you're at the top of the ledge. You can see as it, at the bottom of it, continues on in a cave/tunnel fashion.
Do we want to drop down?
Ocean just shakes his head, like, not again.
I'll say here, Ocean. Come here.
Yes?
I'm going to have a piece of earth come out again, except I'm gonna have Ocean stand on it, and I'll lower it down like an elevator for him so he doesn't fall.
Okay. So you're able to do that with ease.
I'll do that for anyone that wants.
Thank you, thank you.
Sam will attempt to climb down on his own.
Okay, so you guys are going to attempt to climb down. With Pipper's assistance on the Moldarth elevator, we'll say you're all able to get down fine. Whoops. Okay. Just doing one thing here.
Dog.
He's woofer.
Okay, so you guys drop down the ledge, and you can see that the cave kind of meanders a little bit off, narrowly off to the left. It kind of gets a little tighter, and then seems to open up a smidge. You guys head down that direction?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys head down, you make your way through the little tighter spot. It opens up to where it sits fairly wide for a bit, closes in again, and then finally opens up into what appears to be another cavern sort of opening, in which you can't see anything quite yet. You'd have to get closer with the light. You guys enter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys enter this cavern sort of space, nowhere near the size as the one before, you can see that it opens up in a way that from the walls from left to right are about 20 feet for the most part, and maybe opens up a little bit more further in. And then lengthwise, you can't see the end of it. It's probably 50, 60 feet or so from one end to the other. Pipra, you, with your sixth sense, would feel the slightest vibration coming from in the room, from roughly the center of it. Not like a walking or skittering or moving sort of vibration, but it almost feels a little bit like breathing, like a low, calm kind of inhale and then exhale, sort of. Very calm.
And can we see anything with the light?
Currently, you're not able to... The light only covers so much of it, and of what you guys can see from the opening of this cavern, you don't see anything quite yet.
Okay, then I will whisper to the group. Something's breathing. Stealth would be advised. And I
Then let's
stare
breathe
at Sam.
quieter.
Hopefully not a bear.
Sam will attempt to stealth.
Going to
I want to
attempt the
get
same.
closer with the light as well. So
Ocean
So-
also tries to be stealthy.
You're all... Okay, everyone roll a stealth check.
Mine's gonna be with chaotic intervention.
11.
17.
14.
16.
Given that Sam has disadvantage, he got a 5.
Oh no.
Okay.
Stealth.
Okay, just note, Hera, that whatever check is next will be a disadvantage. And you guys continue into the room. Okay?
Yep.
As you guys make your way into the center, more of the center of the room, you can see Pipra first and foremost. You see the cause of the kind of breathing that you sort of felt as you see across the way, kind of laying down on the ground, motionless, this unsettling looking creature that is kind of curled up in a ball a little bit down on the ground, but you get the idea if it was standing up, it might stand maybe 10 feet tall or so. And it's got this unsettling sort of chitinous exterior, sort of skin, almost like almost beetle-like, with this large creature. It's bipedal, 2 legs, it's got 2 arms, and you can't make out too much of it, but there's little bits of hair that kind of come out across its body as well, and you can't really make out the head or the face of it, but you can see 2 large mandibles kind of coming out and curling from either side of the face. It's not facing you guys currently, but as you enter the center of the cavern here,
Beetle man.
you get the idea that it is currently resting somehow, and given the fact that you have the light emitted, it may not have any sort of sight.
Oh,
And you can
I feel
see
like
this.
we've come upon a warden.
I feel like, yeah.
As you guys are making your way in,
Sam is not sneaking.
you occasionally hear the clanking of Sam's armor. Originally trying his best to stay stealthy. You guys can kind of like reach over and kind of hold the pieces in place to quiet them down a little bit as you make your way in. But you are now at this point. You said Sam is not sneaking?
Sam
Or-
is sneaking, but in a Minecraft sense, he's not sneaking.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys are here. You see the creature.
Some wool down.
You can make out the layout of the cavern here. The tunnel that leads up to the left, in the kind of northern part of this, you get the indication that it's probably leads to the intersection in which you decided to drop down from. And it probably circles around to that. And this cavern appears to be, other than that, a dead end. What would you like to do?
I will look to Hera, and I'll kind of try and indicate without speaking.
I open up message channel.
There you go. Then I'll try and speak. Is Hera? Does everyone hear it?
Hang on.
I believe it would just be between...
It's just us two, but it's also a cantrip, so I can just
Okay.
as needed.
I'll say to Hera, I think we should go towards the northern tunnel, pick up a pebble, throw it back where we came from in hopes of it going there, and then we can pass by it.
That sounds like a
It's
good plan.
still
I'll pass
asleep.
it on.
Why don't we just back out?
What do I hear?
It's me. I'm in your head. I wave.
Oh. Okay.
You're in my head too. You can talk back at me in your head.
Oh.
As you
Interesting.
guys are deciding what to do, we can go ahead and take a quick bathroom break. Because we're about halfway
I
through.
thought you were about to have us roll initiative or something.
I was
No.
gonna cry.
Nope. So you can take a quick 5 to 10 minute break, and we'll continue when everyone is back. We'll pick everything up. So step away and be back in a little bit. All right, we are back. So, what would you guys like to do?
Can I try and make a history check first of all? If to see if, or some sort of check to see if I even know what it is.
Can I
Um,
assist?
Or in
Both of
general, just
you-
see if it has like thick hide or fur, shells. Just
both of you go and make an intelligence check.
oh boy.
24.
17.
Okay. Kulan and Pipra, you guys would both pick up on the fact that this is likely in a similar vein as the rest of what you've stumbled upon so far on this particular journey. It appears to be monstrosity-like. With that in mind, Pipra, you feel fairly confident that this is probably an Umber Hulk, which you would know is quite a creature to face off against, to come across, and they are quite dangerous.
It is the warden.
You would know as well that they are often avoided by adventurers when possible because of certain abilities that it has.
Yeah, you just see Pepper hand signaling and you hear her going, we need to get out of here.
Hera to party? Let's leave. Quick.
Thank you.
But just nod along.
To the north?
Sure.
I make my way to the north. Quietly.
Same.
Yep. Same.
Okay.
Yeah.
As quietly as Sam can.
Okay. So as you
Can
guys,
I like help hold the plates of Sam's armor?
Just wanted to say.
still?
well, we're using the group stealth from previously, so
Okay.
you guys make your way out the northern tunnel, and you follow it along as it circles back to a familiar ledge, the one that you dropped down to get into that room. Ahead, you reach the intersection where you decided to go right previously, which led you into that room. You could backtrack into that direction, or you could continue straight, where the tunnel curves off and starts to head in that direction.
So basically, it made a loop back.
Yep.
Okay.
The cavern you were just in was a dead end, essentially.
So Ocean basically makes two markings on the ground, two crosses for the both tunnels.
Okay. So you guys could continue straight down the way you haven't gone, or if you turn down the tunnel that you originally came from, there's another direction it leads that you haven't investigated.
I think we'll go down the one that we haven't explored right away instead of going back first.
Yep.
So you're going down the brand new one?
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys follow this individual cave, as it leads 50 feet, 100 feet, 150 or so, it opens up into a familiar site. This is the original cavern that you guys were in when you first entered the system.
Aha.
Which way did we get out?
Sorry.
What
You are
cave
now...
entrance is it in the...
let me pull it up. You are now, you now exit out of this hallway right here.
All right.
Well, 2 down.
Well, not really. There are a few paths on the way from there to here we haven't explored.
From the original tunnel you went into, there were 2 spots in which you did not travel. Of where you did go, you happened to make a loop.
I say we go down that's the first one again, but then we take a different path.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Okay. So you guys head back down a familiar path. You'll have 2 spots in which you could make a different choice. The first of which comes up pretty quick, where there's a ledge that drops down and heads to the right. And the second of which would be after climbing the ledge further into the hallway and going to the right of the cave that leads to. So you could take the drop down ledge option or the right turn in the cave that is ahead. What do you like to do?
I feel like I would want to first go the path we took before, but then turn right at the next section.
Okay, so
I'm following
not
Sam.
doing the drop down, but taking the later one?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys climb back up the ledge as previously. I will make you roll for it since you already did that one. You head to the right and see as it opens up into another cavern. This one strangely shaped. To the left, it kind of opens up and stretches kind of long ways a little bit. It's got some curves in the wall. There's a naturally formed stone pillar that kind of reaches from the floor to the ceiling and vice versa. But that kind of reaches a dead end. And to the right, a similar shape that goes a little further with some more stone pillars. And you're unable to see the end of that one. You guys enter this room?
Yes.
Okay. As you enter within, nothing seems to catch your attention. And as you kind of head to the more open side on the right, you see another cave, sort of tunnel that stretches out in the westward direction from this room. Do you wish to head down that tunnel?
Yeah.
Might as well.
Okay, so you guys continue down this tunnel. It stretches off to the right a little bit before darting to the left. And walk about 50 feet, another 50. 100 or 200 so, it reaches a point where it makes a sharp U-turn almost to the left. And so you have to make your way around this tight little bend. And it gets really narrow afterwards as it then darts to the right and has this really weird kind of shape to it at this point. You guys have to squeeze a little bit to get through this sharp kind of pinch in the hallway. But afterwards, it continues to go about to the right. No apparent signs of anything up to this point. You eventually come across an intersection, and you have the options of going from here left into what appears to somewhat open up, or to the right as the cave continues onward a little bit further from what you can tell.
Opening up sounds good.
Yeah.
Yep, we go left.
Okay. As you go to the left, it opens up into another strangely shaped cavernous sort of room. Ahead of you, you can't quite see the back wall. It appears to be pretty far away. You can make out from here 3 different stone pillars that are of the naturally formed kind of floor to ceiling on various parts of this cavern. To the left side, there's a bunch of pockets of the room that kind of jut into the wall, and some like it's oddly shaped. It's almost like a bubble letter 3, the shape of this cavern, if you're looking at it from top down. To your left, you see these jut outs of the cavern that kind of, they don't stretch very far. They just kind of indent a little before closing off. And to the right of you is just this long gradual curve that kind of meets the end, opposite end wall, you could infer. You don't sense anything, and currently don't see anything here.
So was it just a dead end, or?
Do you wish to go further into this room?
I think so.
Yeah, we'll check it out.
Okay. So as you go further into the room, you see where the wall kind of curves around and meets the end of it. And other than the stone formations that appear from the floor to the ceiling throughout, there doesn't appear to be anything of note in here. It seems like an empty cavern, empty room.
Shall we take the other route?
I think that may be the call.
Okay. So you all head down the other option?
Yeah.
Okay. As you head down that tunnel, it curves to the left and then back to the right. And after you take the turn to the right, you can see ahead one final little dart to the left before it appears to open up. Can't quite make out anything in there without getting closer.
All right, let's get closer.
Okay. So as you guys approach the end of this cave, you can see that it opens up into a pretty large looking cavern. We're talking similar to the first one that you were in. You can see, or rather, you can't see the wall on the opposite end of where you enter. It appears to be out of range of the light. To the left, you see it opens up into a pretty large area, of which you can only see so far with the light from the staff. And as you guys glance to the right, as you enter this room, you can see 10, 12 feet away, a couple bones. And these bones turn into a couple more bones mixed with these this straw-like material with some kind of hardened rocks in there, and it kind of all gathers into this pile of bones that makes a circular shape. And resting on the pile of bones, as you well, do you wish to look further and see what you see at that pile of bones?
Carefully, yeah.
Is everyone glancing in that direction to investigate?
Yeah.
You see, sitting atop the pile of bones, looking back at you, an enormous serpent-like creature rearing up silently and kind of standing upright. It sort of hisses a little bit with this large tongue and glares in your direction. I need all of you guys to make a Constitution save.
Oh.
Oh.
And after you do that, roll initiative.
Crapola.
Oh no.
That is an 8.
Natural 1. It
Well-
doesn't matter what it is at disadvantage, it is just natural 1.
Okay, so Pipra 8, Hera 1,
Yeah.
Sam,
12.
okay, Ocean,
I think that was a natural 20, but I did roll the check instead of the
It's fine.
save.
It's fine. Natural 20 is a natural 20. Kulan?
10.
Pipra, Hera, and Kulan, you feel this tightening sensation in your body. Like, it's getting a little harder to kind of like move your muscles, and you're unsure quite what it means. What is everyone's initiative?
Oh,
3.
7.
14.
15.
6.
I'm glad I finally had the combat music ready. Okay.
A little out-of-pocket question here.
Yep.
Could this creature be described as huge or larger?
This creature is, I would say, of huge size.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
As I'm looking around, are there statues in this room with us?
You can't currently make out anything other than the creature on the pile of bones and a couple of what appear to be old, long dead humanoid skeletons, like full skeletons, just kind of scattered around the base. But you can only see so far with the light of the staff.
Velp.
Okay. With that, we have our battle map here, and we are starting with Ocean. Pipra, you'll be up next.
Wait, what?
You were up first.
I had the lowest? Wait.
I thought you said... Oh, no, I'm looking at the wrong one. Never mind. I'm looking at the wrong one. Kulan, you're up first. Pipra, you're up next.
Oh, no.
I was looking at the last one.
The lowest? I rolled a 3 initiative.
Oh, you did roll a 3.
you did
Okay,
the
then
lowest.
I'm not the lowest.
So Kulan, then Pipra.
Oh, gosh. I am a melee, but I'm a little scared of this thing. But I can take it on. I'll go right up to it. And,
Okay. I'll say you're able to get through... Okay. Just heading up to like here.
I'll go a little further up, or actually a little to the left. I'll go 3 more tiles to the left, so the others can maybe do some explosive stuff if they want.
So about here, or...
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
And then I go in with the quarter staff to begin with.
Roll an attack.
26 to hit.
That'll hit.
Nice.
Actually, as a matter of fact, roll a Constitution save.
Oh, God.
Unless you choose to make the attack with disadvantage if you want to not look at this creature.
That's...
I'll go with a disadvantage.
Okay. Go and roll a second time.
17 with disadvantage.
17 still hits.
Okay.
Roll damage.
There's hope. Well, I should roll damage earlier. Do you want the first one or?
You could take the first damage. It's fine.
Yeah, 6.
Okay.
No sneak attack because nobody's nearby. And then I will follow up with a flurry of blows.
Go for it.
With disadvantage, I'm assuming as well.
Yes.
Oh boy, 9 to hit.
Unless you want to look at the creature. 9 misses.
I don't dare. Another disadvantage. 14 to hit.
14 does not hit, unfortunately. So,
okay.
Both of those are unable to find a good spot as they land, and the creature seems to just kind of absorb the hits. With that, we are on to Pipra, with Sam upcoming.
Question.
Answer.
Would its ability be considered a spell?
No.
Or... Okay. Then I would like to cast Lacerating Thorns. 3rd level.
Lacerating Thorns. Okay. Take a look at this one real
I
quick.
just added that one over the last long rest.
Who are the 3 that I had make Constitution saves, by the way?
Me.
Okay, and who else other than Pipra?
Me.
Me as well.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
we all did the save, right?
Yes, but some of you guys succeeded. So I was
I
more so who
failed.
failed, yeah.
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 Okay, so yep, we'll count that as during the first round. So Lacerating Thorns. You guys watch as this magical thorny vine kind of apparates in Pipra's grasp. Pretty long and with some pretty sharp kind of thorns embedded throughout this deep green, like straight out of a jungle somewhere, vine. And as Pipra kind of whips it through the air, thorns, the little tiny thorns all throughout the vine shoot from the vine towards the creature. All of these tiny little projectiles. Go ahead and roll a ranged spell attack.
11.
With disadvantage if you are averting your gaze. It was 11 to hit, though, you said?
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
debating what to do. It would be disadvantage.
Yeah.
Man.
11 does
Yeah,
not hit,
say 11.
unfortunately.
Or
Or we'll say hits, but none of the vines are able to, or none of the thorns are able to quite pierce into its thick hide, its thick, scaly exterior.
Scholar's Preparation as well.
Okay.
For the next time.
Okay. Do you decide to take any movement? Let me unpause
Another
Spotify.
question. The spell doesn't actually cost a slot if I miss, right? Or does it still?
Yeah, because you cast it, so it would still cost a slot.
Okay. Dang it.
Did you say you were saying where you're at, or moving somewhere?
Hang on. I gotta think for a second. Would its ability be considered magical? Because I want to do like a history or arcana check to figure out what this creature is or does.
Yeah, I would say it's magical, so you can make an arcana check.
Okay. I want to roll it with my actual dice. $12.
From what you can gather, you know that it has some sort of magical effect that takes place in anyone who might meet its gaze. You're not too sure quite what it might be, but you know that that's how it's transferred.
One thing.
So you can look at its body, but not its eyes?
You would know that if you
Or-
look in its direction, your eyes are almost magically brought to its gaze, to its eyes.
Okay.
I wanted to ask,
Yep.
because there was a vicious mockery thing that I did. Pretty sure that was referencing this creature and what its ability is. So Ocean would have an idea at least of what this creature would be.
Ocean might have an idea. It's more of a, like, you know, I have a theory that I think I know what this is, rather than this is 100% for sure I know it.
Yeah, go on.
Okay. So are you deciding to stay where you are, Pipra? Or are you moving?
I'll scoot away from the group a little bit
Okay.
to the left.
Oh, there.
Delay, so hang on. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. That brings us to the creature's turn. And with Kulan being right there, it is going to attempt to grapple around you by making its way around and trying to constrict you within with its serpent-like body. So go ahead and make a strength save.
Okay. Oh, 5.
It rolled a 6. So
Oh.
it is able to slither its way around, and you are constricted within its kind of wrapped up by the serpent. You are considered grappled, so your movement is now 0. And on your turn, you can use an action to try and break free. But you're essentially just grappled effect right now.
Okay.
With that, it is then going to... Nope. That will end its current turn. Sam, you're up with Ocean up next.
Yep, I will run up to it and attack twice.
Are you averting your gaze? Or are you just going to try and attack it?
My question is, can I tell that the others are averting their gazes from the creature?
You would have seen Kulan and Pipra having gone right before. You would have seen them kind of look away before striking.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna avert my gaze.
Okay. Go and roll your attacks.
I'm also first thing I'm gonna do is channel divinity.
All right.
Giant Slayer for obvious reasons.
All right. You gain advantage on all attack rolls against a creature of huge size or larger until the end of combat. So your disadvantage is just a straight roll now.
Yep. Ooh. So for a good roll at that. That is a 22 to hit.
22 hits. Roll damage.
Nice. I will also use Divine Smite on this
Go for it.
to get 2d8 extra damage in.
Okay. Sure to cross off a spell slot and roll that damage.
So we got 19 damage.
Okay.
Now for the second attack.
Okay. You guys watch as the left hand strikes in as it's distracted and constricting Kulan at the moment. It's not watching over as Sam runs up and jabs towards the creature and is able to pierce the rough scaly hide. And you see some deep greenish sort of blood kind of start dripping out of where the wound was as Sam rears up for another attack with the sword. Want to roll the hit?
And that is a 18.
18 hits. Go and roll damage.
Nice. And I can also do Divine Smite on this one, or is it specifically the first attack?
It's a special one, so you can apply it again. You would just have to expend another spell slot to do so.
Yeah, I'm gonna do so.
Okay. I have a thing for grappled here. Put that on.
So that is 11 damage this time.
Okay.
And that is my action and I haven't used my bonus action, but do I want to use it for something? Not right now.
Okay.
I'll
And your turn?
save. Yep, that's my turn.
Okay. It is going to use a legendary action to make a bite attack in your direction, Sam, for having hit it just a second ago. And that is going to be a bite attack in your direction. So it's going to be a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Okay, you take 14 points of piercing damage. And make a Constitution saving throw.
I will. That is a 12.
Okay. You feel as it pierces in you with this bite, you feel this wave of something kind of enter your body. And as it's trying to kind of grab hold and enter the bloodstream properly, you're able to just kind of shrug it off. And you do not take additional damage, but you're aware of its ability to do so. That brings us to Ocean with Hera up next.
Okay. As I have a suspicion what this creature is,
Yes.
I would like to do a yeah, let's see if this is a smart move. I'd like to cast blindness.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so con save on the creature's part. It's 14 for the con save?
Yep.
It rolls a natural 14's 19 total. So it's going to save from that.
Dang it.
It was a smart idea.
Yeah. Sad it failed.
Okay.
Well.
Any bonus action movement?
Yeah, like. Not sure. Is someone still grappled?
Kulan is currently being constricted by it. You can see its serpent-like body has wrapped around Kulan.
Yeah.
And he is just kind of grappled within.
Okay. I shouted Kulan. If I can ride the worm, you can also do this. You can get free.
Okay. Kulan, go ahead and take 1d8 inspiration die that you can use. All right, is that your turn, or do you want to move anywhere?
Wait, there is like a pillar that I'm kind of standing behind, right?
Yes, that's a ground to ceiling stone formation.
Yes, I would like to take proper cover behind it.
Okay, so we'll go and see you right there. That brings us to Hera with Kulan up next.
All right. So is theoretically is Kulan kind of like shielded from any outside thing? Like, is he completely constricted, like completely obscured by this snake?
He would still get hit by an AoE, but not a ranged attack that isn't AoE.
Okay. All right.
Sag.
Kulan! You good in there?
No!
Are you better with fire than with this snake?
Yes!
Brace yourself! I'm gonna cast Fireball, 3rd level. Let's just go
Okay, are you casting it on the creature?
straight on the creature so long as it doesn't hit Sam too.
Okay, so it would have to be kind of up here to the side.
As long as the
It's a
creature is within the AoE?
20 foot, right?
Yeah.
20 foot radius?
Yeah, it's a big radius.
Yeah, for this cavern, okay, so you... from your sight line right now, no matter what, it would hit both of them because it's a pretty. The 5 feet squares are pretty large considering.
Hey Sam, are you there with fire and with the snake?
Most definitely.
All right, brace yourself. I'm gonna cast fireball straight on the
So
snake.
you'll cast it right about here, and it will hit the snake and Sam. So
Yeah.
Dex save.
If it's only gonna hit those two, if I go straight on the snake, I'll just go straight on the snake.
If you go straight on the snake, it'll hit all 3.
Like Sam, Kulan, and snake.
Yes. Or you could angle it like up here, and you could just hit Sam and the snake, or over here and just hit Kulan on the snake. So which ally do you want to fireball?
I mean, both
damage.
are resistant to magical fire.
It's true.
Fireball the snake, direct hit.
Okay, so Dex save on all 3. What's your spell save?
It's 15.
Okay. Okay, the creature fails. Kulan and Sam, what did you roll in your Dex save?
24.
Okay.
And 17.
Okay, so you guys will both take half, and then half whatever you do take. So go and roll damage, Hera.
Alright, fireball coming in at 25 damage total.
Okay.
So 6.
damage.
Yes, you would both take 6.
Chaos magic incoming. Natural 20. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Also,
that might be a problem.
Also, here, I got it. So I'm gonna roll this. Also, reminder, we keep forgetting. I gotta roll the chaos magic ones, but we're still getting used to it. That was a change.
I think this one's a d6, isn't it?
Yeah. So I'll roll that, and then for future reference, I'll do the chaos
Just
magic
everyone
rolls
duck and cover. There's no good roll here.
on my end.
Okay.
Okay. In true Hera fashion, you guys see as this fireball hits and the energy is kind of thrown out. This fiery ball of energy thrown out of the direction. You glance back in Hera's direction, and you see emanating from the atmosphere right around Hera, the air starts to spark. And as the air sparks, these little crackles of electricity start kind of shooting out in every which direction, in what is a growing radius, and it continues to grow and grow and grow. And then by the end of Hera's turn, it is essentially encompassed. The entire cavern is now this storm of electricity and this kind of like this pulsing energy that's just kind of shooting, like zapping, like little bolts of electricity kind of all throughout. Like the entire air is one big like bug zapper almost. And with that,
wait a minute. Can I take movement and a bonus action? Is that okay?
Yep.
Okay.
Go for it.
I'm gonna run as close to the snake as I can, and I'm going to quicken spell cast on Sam this time. Second level restore health.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shout to Sam, like clearly still sparking with energy, run! You're going to be restored for 14 hit points.
Thank you.
Am I rolling another chaos magic, or was that you rolling that one?
I have you covered. As this spell is cast into Sam,
There's no way.
The electric energy in the room starts to like fizzle out, and as it fizzles out, like this bright kind of golden energy starts radiating in its place in the entire cavern, all throughout the air. What was these shocking like zaps of electricity in the air. It's now this like kind of divine light, this kind of warm,
No way.
kind of rejuvenating sort of essence kind of fills the air. And you feel like when you inhale, like the air is warmer, but like in a comforting way.
So both don't apply at once. Got it.
Yep. So that is the end of your turn then.
Okay, I am gonna run this.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Kulan,
Wow.
at the start of your turn, you heal 13 points from the rejuvenating energy of Hera's Chaos Magic Storm. And what would you like to do?
I would like to try and break free, first of all.
Okay, go and make a strength check.
Could Kulan use his dexterity or something, or like acrobatics, and instead of strength push, he can try and weasel his way out?
Let me see. I would say for this, it would have to be strength.
Okay.
So strength or athletics, you can choose one of the two, but strength based.
Yeah, strength save or just regular?
Just a check.
Okay, they're the same, so I'll just go with a 15.
Roll a 19. So unfortunately, you're still grappled. Would you? That would be
Yeah.
one of
Yeah, I
your
still kick
attacks
it.
to try and break it. Okay, go and roll with disadvantage.
Yeah, I'll just do my best. 19.
Okay, that'll hit. Roll damage.
That is 6 damage.
Okay. Also, because I forgot to at the top of your turn, make one more Constitution saving throw
Oh,
from your first failed one.
16.
Okay. So that tightening in your body, as it's trying to take hold more and more, and you feel your body tensing up, not just from the grapple, but just like the muscles within, you're able to find the strength within and shrug it off, and the effect starts to fade. Is that the end of your turn?
No, I'll also add the sneak attack because someone is surrounding it.
I would
Which is-
say, since you're grappled, it's probably less threatening from
Okay.
like you plus the others. So
Right, I'll finish off with a final flurry of blows attack then.
go
And
for
then
it.
just another kick. That was not with disadvantage. 12.
12 will miss, unfortunately. So you're not quite miss, but you're just unable to kind of get the leg room to make any kind of meaningful attack with it. At that, the end of your turn, it is going to go ahead and use a legendary action to make a bite attack. This time in Hera's direction after being surrounded, and that is going to be a 24 to hit.
Yeah, misses. No, it hits. Go ahead.
Okay. And you're going to take 9 points of piercing. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution save coming. That's going to be a 19.
Okay. You feel as this rush of something enters your body upon the bite, and as it tries to take hold of you, you're able to shrug it off and fight it off with your immune system as it's unable to properly take hold. At that, we are on to Pipra. At the start of your turn, make a Constitution saving throw from your fail last time.
That was almost a nat one. 16.
Okay. Like with Kulan before, you feel that tightening in your body trying to take hold, and you focus and dig deep, and you're able to shrug it off, and you feel the effects of it start to wane. What would you like to do on your turn? Also, start of your turn, you heal 14 points of HP.
Hera's
I
about
have
to be
full
such a
health.
problem.
Okay. If you have full, it doesn't add temporary. It's
I
just
was gonna say it. I'm just full. I am going. How can I reach Kulon?
You can get up to the creature, but all around Kulon on all sides is the creature's kind of serpent body wrapping around him. Like he's effectively surrounded by the creature, which has then got two of your friends next to it. So a more accurate depiction would be like within the creature, basically.
So I can't touch Kulon, no matter how hard I try.
If you wanted to attempt it, I would essentially have you make a dexterity check to see if you can kind of find a spot to squeeze your hand through. But you could certainly attempt. Okay?
17.
Okay. I'll say you'd be able to quickly find a spot to kind of reach your hand through.
I cast Enlarge.
Okay.
Because if I did reduce, it would lower your strength. So this is my best way of helping you.
Okay. So you guys
You're
watch
big.
as... let me check the specifics.
You are big. I have embiggened you.
Your weapon deals an extra d4 as well.
Ooh.
Yep, so... I'm gonna find the thing here. Here it is.
It was make you
So-
big or make snake small, and that would mess up Sam's thing. So
Yeah, that's a good call. Okay, so you and everything alongside you, Kulon, grow in size, basically double the height and weight. So Kulon's already the shortest of the party, but is now approaching like 9-10 feet tall at this point in time, and your weight is now multiplied as well. You are now considered a large creature, which means technically Sam would have advantage on you should it come to that, but let's hope it doesn't. You have advantage on strength checks and saves. And weapon attacks, so not unarmed, but with your quarterstaff, would deal an extra 1d4 of whatever attack damage it does. And you will have that for up to a minute, so a minute in combat's a long time, so long as Pipra maintains concentration. Okay, is that your turn, Pipra?
that is my turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, it's going to use another legendary action to make a bite attack. After having Kulon suddenly, the size kind of grows immensely and having to kind of like loosen the grip a little bit to maintain a grip. And in this confusion and kind of like frustration, it is going to try and make a bite at Kulon, who is grappled. And because you are constricted by it, it is going to have advantage. So it's going to be... Oh, I rolled the same number twice. 21 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to take 7 points of piercing. Make a con save.
19.
Okay. You are able to shrug off the effects of the poisonous energy that is inflicted within you upon the bite. And that brings us to its turn. So for its full turn, it is going to attempt a couple more bite actions. This time, again at you, Kulon. Another 21 to hit.
Yeah.
Roll con save on that. You take 10 points of piercing.
Natural 20 on the con save.
Okay, you shrug off the effects. Also, at the start of its turn, it heals 19 points
I'm
from
so sorry.
the healing energy. Okay, and then the second attack, it is going to... yeah, it's going to turn and attack Hera because of the fireball earlier. 19 to hit.
It hits.
And you know the drill, con save.
Con save incoming.
A lot of dice today.
It's going to be a 17 on my con save.
Okay, you shrug off the poison, but you take 12 points of piercing.
Yow.
And that is the end of its turn, which brings us to Sam with Ocean up next.
Yeah, well, emergency medic coming in handy.
You have a whole healing storm going on.
Yeah, something
And
like
I'm
that.
not affected by it.
I'm guessing I heal some points at the start of my turn.
Yes, at the start of your turn, you heal 22 points.
That's about
Yeah.
as hard as it can actually heal, isn't it?
Well,
24
I'm
is the
only
max.
missing
So
6, so it doesn't do much. Anyway, seeming as we have this whole healing storm thing going on, I don't know how long it will last.
It's a while.
A while, alright. Yeah.
I never thought I'd have to replace one storm with another because of 2 consecutive nat 20s.
I know what just happened. I genuinely thought it would stack.
If it stacked and it was 2 bad ones, that would be a TPK.
Yeah, no,
it would.
that would just be over.
Well, I'm going to try a new spell. I haven't tried this campaign yet. I'll try to hit the creature with a level 2 psychic jab.
Go for it.
So yeah, I make a ranged spell attack against target, and on a hit it takes 2d12 psychic damage, and then I can repeat that damage for as long as I keep my concentration, right?
Reading through, you reach out with your mind, sending a jab of psychic energy towards a target in range spell attack. 1d12 psychic damage at the start of each of your next turn for the duration. You can use your action. Yeah, so it's basically like Witch Bolt, but with psychic energy. So it'll stay there, and you can use an action to trigger automatic damage if it had already hit previously.
Nice.
So you're casting this at second level. When make a ranged spell attack, this does not require visuals, so I'll say straight roll. And you all have advantage anyway. Well, so yeah, with advantage then, because it's an attack. Go for it.
I like this. I like this creature being large. Okay, so that's a unnatural 20.
Okay, that hits. Go and roll 1d12.
There it is. And that is 9 damage.
All right. Is it your turn?
I am also planning on giving Kolan some temporary hit points.
Okay.
My plan, at least. Yeah.
That is with... What is it called again?
Steel Skin.
Yes.
I'll just cast it at first level, considering
Okay.
he's probably gonna get a bunch of healing on his next turn either way.
Okay. Go and roll the temporary HP.
Yep.
Ocean, you'll be up next.
4.
4? Okay. Kulan, you get 4 temporary hit points. Is that your turn?
It's not a lot. Yeah, it's
Okay.
my turn.
Before Ocean goes, it's going to take another one of its legendary actions. And this is going to be an attack on Hera again. Fortunately, 15 to hit?
It's exactly enough to...
Oh, no. Con save on your part. You take 8 points of piercing.
Natural 20.
All right, you shrug off the poison effects.
All right.
Actually, I've completely forgotten about this. Again, I should not keep doing this. Can I use interception to prevent 1d10 plus 3 damage coming to Hera with my shield?
Let me read it over, but I believe so.
How much
use your
damage was
reaction.
that I just took because I just
8, I do
applied it?
believe.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, you still have your reaction, so yeah. I'm gonna reduce the damage by
5 damage is
so
negated.
okay, +5 essentially. And Ocean, it is your go with
Yeah.
Hera up next.
So I try and have a line of sight. Actually, not really looking at it, just like for
Yeah.
casting the spell.
So you have 3 of your allies kind of blocking the sight. You could kind of go up around it to be able to see it better, or see it better, quote unquote.
I mean, it's not gonna matter too much because I'll just try again with blindness.
Okay. Let me go and roll for that. It rolled a 18 on the save.
Not gonna hit.
Okay.
And I'll just hide again.
Okay. No bonus action or anything.
Oh, actually, I mean, I could. That's a good call. So all 3 are kinda. I mean, I guess Hera can use it the most. Hera, you can do better. Let's go. You're the best.
I'm doing my damn best.
You get 1d8 inspiration.
Thank you.
I'm so inspiring.
All right. That brings us to Hera. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, Constitution saving throw. That is gonna be a 23.
Okay, you're able to kind of shrug off the tightening effects that have attempted to take hold within. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna hit him with a chill touch. I'm
Go
gonna
for
hit
it.
the snake with chill touch.
All
That
right.
is going to be a 25 to hit.
Let me pull up Chill Touch real quick.
You create a ghostly skeletal hand in the space of a creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the creature. On a hit, the target takes 1d8 necrotic, except I'm casting with higher, so it's a cantrip to 2d8. The interesting thing is that a hit target can't regain spell point any hit points until the start of my next turn.
Yes, since it's a ranged spell attack, roll it with disadvantage unless you're looking at it.
Crying. Yeah, I'm looking at it. Why not?
Okay. So it'll hit. Go and make a Constitution save.
Yeah, it's a Constitution save. Here we go. That's going to be 24.
Okay. And roll. What's the damage on it?
It's 2d8.
Yeah, but like when you roll it, what did it come out to?
My to hit or the damage I rolled?
The damage, because it hit since you
Okay.
didn't do disadvantage.
Oh, okay. So it's gonna be 14 damage,
Okay.
and it cannot heal until the start of my next turn.
All right. Is that your turn?
I'm gonna quicken spell another restore health, but on myself this time.
Okay. Chaos magic.
Not another natural 20, please God.
So as you go and heal yourself,
No.
you guys watch as
No.
this warm divine light that is throughout the room fades and flickers just like the electricity did before, and in its place this green sort of cloudy
3 in a row? There's
sort of-
no way.
sort of starts to emanate and kind of fill in all of the cracks and crevices. You notice that the visibility kind of goes down a little bit, and you start to feel this like burning in the back of your throats as it starts to kind of fill in all of its place. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I'm restoring 9 health points to
Okay.
myself and just telling everyone,
Cool.
run again!
Kulan, you are up with Pipra up next. And you are
Okay,
enlarged.
I need
guess-
proof of these rolls, by the way, my god.
I'll try and break free one more time. With
Okay.
advantage, I
With
assume,
advantage.
this time.
Yes.
13.
Rolled a 10. So you are able to break the grapple. And you are now... I'll put you over here.
Right.
Yep.
Also, question.
What's up?
The fireball earlier, did it by any chance catch the whole nest on fire?
It's mostly bone. There's not enough of flammable substance within.
Okay. I'll just stay there then, and I'll...
It would have been 1 attack on your action of your... however many you naturally get. If you get 1 attack per action, it would have been that. If you get 2, it would have been 1 of the 2.
Okay. I'll use my action up on freeing myself, and the bonus action, I'll top in with a flurry of blows.
Go for it.
And then I'm feeling all brave and big.
So you're gonna,
Mine.
are you gonna look at it? Or is that disadvantage?
I'm gonna look at it.
Okay. And it was 9 to hit?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's gonna miss. Go and roll a con save.
Oh boy. 20, dirty.
Okay.
I'll go 1 more hit.
Okay. Still looking at it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's 15
Okay.
to hit.
That unfortunately just misses. Go and roll a con save again.
Can I use the inspiration? I don't think I used it before. Or is it
Yes,
gone
you,
now?
you still have it.
Okay. I'll use it then. Gotta make sure I hit this thing. 2, so 17 to hit.
Okay, that hits. Go and roll damage and then make a con save.
Yeah, 6 damage, and the con save is 6.
Okay, you feel a familiar tightening kind of start to take its hold within as your muscles start to get tighter and a little harder to move. Is that your turn, or do anything else?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, at the end of your turn, it's going to take a legendary action to, this time, attempt to reach out and constrict Hera. So this is going to be a contested strength roll.
Strength save or just check?
I think I had Kulan make a save. So you make a save, it's making a strength check.
Okay. That's going to be a dirty 20 from me.
21 is what it rolls.
Oh,
so
there's no way.
unfortunately, you are now...
Okay, as a
grappled.
reaction to this, I am going to invoke magical guidance. I'm going to burn a sorcery point and re-roll my strength.
Okay, this is a reaction of yours?
This is a reaction. It's magical guidance. It means when you make an ability check that fails, you can spend a sorcery point to re-roll the
That
D20,
is right.
and you must use the new roll.
That is right. Go for it.
Okay. Well, it's still a failure. Okay.
Worth
Oh.
a try.
Worth a try. Oh well.
All right, so
Yeah, I'm caught.
Hera is now grappled and constricted within. And that is 2 of its legendary action points. So we are on to Pipra, with Sam upcoming.
I'm going to cast Lacerating Thorns again.
All
23 to hit.
right. Was that looking at it, taking the chance, or disadvantage? Since it's ranged.
I'll look at it.
Okay. So it hits, go and roll damage, and then make a con save.
Okay. So this is 46, right? As base? Because it says 46, but I want to be sure. Because it's plus a d6 per level that I cast it above.
You cast
I'm
this at what
casting it.
level?
3rd level.
Okay, so roll 66.
Okay. That's all my...
It is very much a damage spell.
$22.
Okay.
And then con save.
Yep.
18.
Okay. You are fine. So that, assuming you don't want to do anything else.
You look. I believe that's all I can do.
Okay.
Nothing else. I'll kind of step back a bit.
Okay. If you step back, you would risk an attack of opportunity. So are you gonna stay?
I'll stay then.
Okay. That brings us to its turn. It is going to go and make a bite attack on the now constricted Hera.
I can't believe you've done this.
19 to hit.
19 hits.
Okay. Con save.
Con save coming. That's a 21 save.
Okay. You save from the poison. You do take 11 points of piercing damage.
Oh dear.
And also, because I forgot to do so at the start of the last couple turns.
Oh no. Good luck, guys.
From the storm. Kulan, you take... seven points of poison damage.
Is it magical?
This is because it's from Chaos Magic. Yes, I would say it's magical. So yes. And Pipra, you take oh, whoops, wrong die. 12 points of poison damage. The creature is going to take 7 points. Okay, and for its second attack, it'll attempt another bite on the grappled Hera. Is going to be 14 to hit.
14 misses.
All right. So it is not able to find purchase with the bite on that one, which brings us to Sam with Ocean up next. At the start of your turn, Sam, you take 4 points of poison damage.
That's rough. That's rough, man. So I'm gonna continue my psychic jab, dealing 2d12 damage to it.
Okay. Want to roll on that?
Yeah, and that comes out to a healthy 23 damage.
Okay.
Almost
That
max
is...
roll. And then the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Steel Skin level 2 at Hera.
Thank you.
Okay. Go for it.
So that is 8 temporary hit points.
Okay,
Thank you
take
very
8
much.
temporary hit points.
And that is all I'm going to do this turn.
All right. That brings us to Ocean with Hera upcoming. Ocean, you take 1 point of poison damage at the start of your turn.
Okay. Oh, was I healed in the previous round? actually?
Yeah, that was right before the storm changed. You would have healed.
Yeah, could I?
You would have
can I
healed.
still...
You would have healed 14 points.
Yeah, that would have maxed me out.
Yep. So
Can I still apply them?
you would have applied it before, so you'd be
Before
at,
and now take...
Yep. So you're
Yeah.
down 1 hit point basically.
Yeah. Wait. Wait a second. I think I messed up. Is it how many points did it heal me?
So the healing from last round would have healed you. I think it was 12, right? Is that what I said?
I think you said 14.
14. You had said it was enough to put you at max.
I'm not sure anymore. This is why.
Okay.
Okay, let me quickly. Yeah, it would. Okay, good.
So you'd be -1 total.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. And I would like to try it again. One last
Blindness?
time. Yeah.
Okay. Con save on its part is a 18 again. It has got a high constitution.
Yep. All right. And with my bonus action,
Yep.
I let me see. I guess Hero Scrap Bolt. Yeah.
I still have my previous inspiration if they
Oh, you
don't
still have
attack.
one? Okay.
Yeah.
Who wants one? Who wants some inspiration? I guess I'll just give it to Sam.
Okay. How do you choose to inspire Sam?
Sam, wow, you so you oh my, I can't. You're such a strong fighter. You're so huge. You can easily fight this snake.
Go and take your 1d8 inspiration.
I will, even though I'm technically shorter than Ocean.
Wait, what? Did you shrink again? I
No.
missed that.
No,
Kulan is the one.
Kulan's the big one.
Kulan is the... Oh! Doesn't matter.
Makes it even funnier.
You say it to the only person who's like small at this point.
Right.
Okay.
Paying attention is definitely my strength.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Hera, you are going to be up next.
Okay, here goes. Around me, can I see the back of the cavern far, like, say, 20 feet away?
So at best, for any of the walls, you could see this wall about 25 feet.
Okay.
At that end, this wall is a lot closer, like 10, 12 feet or so. This wall would also be a similar, like 10 feet away.
So what you're saying is that there is room enough that a fireball could go off, hit me in the snake, but not Pipra and Sam.
With you being grappled, you wouldn't be able to get it out of, like, you're surrounded by the body of this, which is constricting you at the moment. So, like, you could cast it, and it would just be, like, on you, basically. And everyone, which is everyone, would make a dex save. And your dex save would be disadvantaged because grappled, so.
Yeah, okay. That being the case, Whew, okay, main action, we're going for second level restore health because that's gone well the last 2 times I've tried it.
Okay.
14.
Okay. You heal just fine.
How's my wild magic looking?
It was fine. An 8.
Okay. And I'm going to quicken myself a... Yeah, I'm going to quicken myself a second level sickening touch as well.
Go for it.
I'm going to burn my last sorcery point. Try that again.
Okay.
And I'm going to invoke chaotic intervention as I do.
Okay, yeah, I'll allow it.
And I'm glad I did. Oh, for God's sake. Well, sickening touch failed.
Okay. Let me roll for that. Okay, fine.
Okay.
All right, that brings us to at the end of its end of your turn. It's gonna take a legendary action. Bite attack. Yeah, I would say it would be at Harrigan, who's constricted. Dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, 320 hits.
Con save.
Constitution coming. That's going to be 23.
Okay. 8 points of piercing. And
Ow.
no poison damage. Bum, bada, bum, bum, bum. Okay, that brings us to top of the round with Kulan. Make a Constitution save.
22.
Okay. You are able to shrug off the effects of the tightening within your muscles. You're free to
Okay.
go.
Can I use an action to try to free Hera from without? From the outside?
Yeah, I'll allow it. Make a strength check with advantage because you're enlarged.
You're right. It's 19.
It rolled a 23.
Oh.
So, unable to fight past this large creature's ability to constrict.
Is the cloud thing still hanging about?
Oh, yep, that's a good reminder. Hera doesn't take damage from it, but Kulan, you take
Did the snake take
4
damage?
points. That was a legendary action, so it wasn't
Okay.
a full turn. 4 points of damage for you, Kulan.
Half, I'm assuming, because
Yes.
of resistance.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, I'll just try to finish up then with an arm strike.
Go for it.
Just the one this time. It's almost a natural 29 to hit.
All right, 9 is gonna miss, unfortunately.
Alright,
And that was that looking at it, or
no, I'll keep my eyes closed, so I guess another one, but that doesn't matter.
okay. For future reference, do let me know ahead of time before the
Yeah,
roll for it.
yeah.
That brings us then to Pipra with Sam upcoming. Start of your turn, Pipra. You take 8 points of poison damage.
Watch me end up going down to the poison damage.
Still another
Alright.
3 turns left of it, if I recall.
And this is turn 2 of it.
Yeah.
If it continues, I will die.
It doesn't do damage
If
when
it goes
somebody
that
is
low.
unconscious. So it
Okay.
if a storm's going and you're down, you don't automatically fail saves.
I If I was to cast Scorching Wave, would it hit Hera because she's encompassed in the snake, or would it just hit the snake?
Even
So
if it does fire damage, I take half from it.
it's in a 15-foot cube out from you in all directions. So a 15-foot cube and you're the center out of it, which you had wanted to do in the last session, but decided against.
I'm trying to judge the space, so it's 15 feet from me on every side.
So
or is it
15 total.
feet total,
And you're in the
and
middle.
I am the center, so it's
So it's basically a 3x3
5
squares.
feet. Okay.
So it'd
That's
be
what
like
I was
here.
thinking. I was just trying
Yeah.
to be sure, because then Sam's out of range of it.
So yeah,
It's
Sam would be out of
only
range. It would be Hera, Kulan, who's right above you
Oh,
5 feet, and
I'm really blind.
creature.
I didn't even see him. He blends
Yep.
into the background.
it is a con save against
Oh.
it. All three.
Whale, you have resistance to magical as well. It's just the most I can do, so I'm gonna pull a Hera and do it.
Cool.
I'll
'Kay.
cast it at 2nd level.
Okay. So that would be 3d8 con save from creature, Hera, and Kulan.
It's a 16 con save.
Creature rolls a 16, so he saves.
Rolled a
Ah, are you
7.
kidding me?
Oh. So Hera fails. What do you roll, Kulan?
Oh, I rolled a 5.
Okay, so creature saves and the allies fail, but there's a lot of con saves today. Okay, we're going to roll 3d8.
I'm
So
resistant to fire.
yeah, you'll both take half anyway. Because you failed the con save, Kulan, you're pushed 10 feet back. No attack of opportunity though. Since you're constricted by the creature and it succeeded, you're just still stuck there, Hera. You would
Salty.
otherwise be pushed 10 feet back.
15, by the way.
15? Okay, so
Mhm.
everyone takes half pretty much. Rounding down, so 7, yep. Okay, is that in your turn?
I just want to kill this thing.
And
Yes.
okay, yeah, you don't have to look. That's not a disadvantage or looking or
Was
anything.
I included in that as well?
No, you were just out of range.
Okay.
Same as Sam.
Right.
Okay, so creature's turn is up next. It is going to take its first bite attack at Pipra for having done that and getting slightly annoyed. That is going to be a 16.
Hits.
Okay, roll a con save.
$19.
Okay, you shrug off the poison, but you do take 12 points of piercing.
Since I haven't used my reaction this turn,
Yep,
I'd
you
like to
could-
try to block as much as I can.
Okay, and go ahead and negate some of the damage.
8 damage negated.
Okay. And on its second attack, it is going to... It's going to go for Sam because it's not happy that its damage is getting negated. So that is... Oh, nat 20.
Oh dear.
Pipra looks really rough, by the way.
Okay. Sam, go and make a con save.
That is a unnatural 20.
A natural 20. Okay, you shrug off the poison. You take 14 points of piercing damage.
Tis but a
And-
scratch.
Tis but a scratch. That is creature's turn, who at the start of its turn takes 8 points of poison damage. Okay, that brings us to Sam's full turn. Start of your turn, you take 7 points of poison.
7. All right. Yeah.
Right.
Question: how
Yep.
hurt does the creature look?
The creature has seen some better days. It's been through a pretty good bit, similarly to how you guys have been through a good little bit. Wouldn't say it's hanging on for dear life, but it's taken a good beating.
But then we have the storm also.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the smart thing to do, but I'm gonna break the concentration on my psychic jab and instead focus on healing.
Okay.
So first up, I'm gonna restore 13 points of health to Pipra and 12 points to myself.
All right.
With my Lay on Hands pool.
Okay. Is that your whole turn?
And that is my action. And for my bonus action, who looks worse for wear, Hera or Kalan?
I would say they're pretty similar. Hera's situation is a bit more dire due to being restrained or grappled.
I'm gonna cast Steel Skin on Hera.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just first level because I'm running out of spell slots and very fast. But that is 7 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
And that is my turn.
Great. Okay, that brings us to Ocean. Okay. Start of your turn, you take 5 points of poison damage.
All right.
Sorry, Ocean.
Okay. Enough is enough. I'll cast Thunderbomb at 3rd level. Which means no saves? Is that?
Pure ball of thundering energy barrels towards the target with range and bursts a lot of kind of thunder. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. So you can either look at the creature and do a straight roll, or it would be a disadvantage if you avert your gaze, but you don't have to make a con save.
I want that it's hit, so I'm gonna look.
Okay. Go and roll a ranged attack.
So just a d20 or
d20 plus your spell attack modifier.
It's my spell attack modifier.
It is +6. So d20 and then add 6 to the total.
Okay. So 13.
Okay. That unfortunately misses. However, on a miss, the ball of thunder causes half as much of the base damage. So, and no extra damage on the next turn. So roll 44, and it'll take half.
I think it's 5 because it's upcast at 3rd level.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yep, I was looking at us. Yep, no, you're good.
Yep.
2, also,
3, 4, 5.
Do you have it selected for both a 2nd level and a 3rd level?
Yes.
Because so for future reference, you can replace that. You don't need to have it listed for every level you want to use it. So you could have a separate, unless it's displaying it weird.
So,
What do you mean?
okay. It's displayed as blue, if that's what you mean.
Oh, I think I understand what it is. I think it's just showing you that it's an option 2 upcast. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. You're good. I thought you had used one of your 3rd level choices for a higher level of it. Okay, we're good. So, what's the damage on 44?
It would have been 11.
Okay, so it'll go to 5 because rounded down. Okay, and roll a Constitution save.
Right. That would be an 11.
You feel the tightening sensation. You, for the first time, feel this tightening sensation, like all the muscles in your body start to tense up, and it becomes a little harder to move, and you definitely notice it, and it's strange. You can still move, but this weird sensation kind of washes over your body. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, as I'm out of bonus actions. I mean, I could go back into hiding, so I'll do that.
All right. That brings us to Hera.
Okay. I'm gonna try and get out of here. I've had enough of this snake.
Roll a strength check.
I'm going to do it with chaotic intervention.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. I'll take that one, and I'm going to add my inspiration dice to it.
Okay.
16?
All right. With that, you are able to break free of its constricting effect. So I'll say you're over here now.
Perfect.
There, so it's on the squares better.
Was that my action?
It would be 1 attack. So I think you only have 1 attack per action still. So
that's true.
In that case, it would be, yeah.
God, there's not a lot more I can do. I've got a single sorcery point left to burn. I can twin something. No, I can quicken a 1st level. Okay. I am going to quicken a wee quick sickening touch.
Go for it.
25 to hit.
Okay. And okay. Melee base, so that'll hit. Go and roll damage. Con save.
It's gonna be 15 damage.
Okay. Succeeds on its con save.
Okay.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Okay, is that your turn?
That's all I can do. Would I be attacked if I moved further away?
It would have an attack of opportunity, yes.
Okay, never mind then. I'm just gonna stick where I am and hope for the best.
On the end of your turn, it is going to use a legendary action to...
I can't believe it's done this.
Make a... Yeah, it's just going to go for a bite attack on you in retaliation. 17?
Yeah, 17 hits.
Okay. Roll a con save.
Con save, disadvantage because of chaotic intervention.
Yep.
Makes that 14.
Okay. You take 11 points of piercing and 9 points of poison damage.
Oh, that's not looking good.
Am I in range to try to... Because I still have my reaction, right? Am I in range to intercept?
You would have your reaction. Given Pipra's effectively in between you guys, I would say you wouldn't be able to do it because it's 5 feet, right? So essentially 1 square.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say because Pipra's effectively kind of in between you guys, it wouldn't go for that one. Mm-hmm. Yep. After that, top of the round, Kulan, you are up.
Okay, I'll I'll go back in, give it another thing to attack to spread out the damage. So just right on top of right over Hera.
Okay.
And I'll go in with the quarterstaff.
Go for it. Plus sneak attack.
Which is not keep my eyes closed.
Okay.
But that was 12.
12
to hit.
misses, unfortunately.
And I don't have anything to add to that. No.
Okay. Make a con save.
All right. Natural 1.
Oh
The
dear.
tightening takes hold in your body once more, and you feel the effects trying to find proper hold.
Yeah. I still have bonus action though, so I'll try and punch it at least with an unarmed strike.
Okay, go for it. Looking at it, or...
Yeah, looking at it.
Okay,
17 to hit.
it hits. Go and roll damage.
Okay, I'll add... So that's 8 plus sneak attack. Another 3 plus the 1d4 from the giant thing.
Okay.
So that's 12 damage total.
Okay. That would also start of your turn. Poison damage.
Oh.
5. Okay, that brings us to... second con save for that attack. And then we're on to Pipra.
8.
Okay. Pipra, you're up. Start of your turn.
Okay.
1 point of poison.
Okay.
Was that round 3 or 4 of the poison?
This is round 3.
Okay.
Creature's looking pretty rough.
Sorry, I was looking for the description of something real quick. It's just taking me a minute.
Which one are you trying to find? Or are you looking for what you're trying to find?
I'm looking for it. I should be about to find it.
Do you know what it does, roughly, that you're looking for?
I found it. I was trying to look at the description for the spell magic in case I could use it to help with the magical effect affecting Kulon.
Make an intelligence check.
$21.
Okay. I would say, based on that roll, you would know that it's not quite going to have the effect that you would desire, but something like Greater Restoration would have the effect you desire.
Okay. Who's looking rough?
Yes.
Oh no.
So
Especially the creature. Hail the creature.
yeah, creature looks pretty rough. Of your companions, Hera's probably the worst off. Creatures definitely have better days.
Hera, would you like healing or do you want me to attack the monster?
Finish the thing off.
I don't know if I can, but I will try. Alright, in that case. I will do Scorching Ray, 2nd level.
Go for it. Roll 3 attacks. Are you looking at it or averting your gaze?
I'm looking at. Well, okay. How would the rolls work?
Just one.
Because it's just one. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it. 23 for the first.
That hits.
Natural 20 for the second.
That hits.
It's 28.
Okay. And third one?
14.
Okay. Third one misses. Go and roll a con save and then roll damage on the normal and then the crit.
15.
Okay. Go and roll damage on the first one, non-crit.
8.
Okay. And then roll the damage on the crit.
It's just double, right?
Yep. Roll something and then multiply by 2.
That would be 22 then.
How do you want to do this?
11 doubled.
Hey! Now everyone just run away from me.
Alright. You see Pipra has got confirmation from Hera. She says, finish it off.
Mm-hmm.
So you see the staff raised and the glowing white light from the spell on it now turns to red. And
Okay.
3 bolts of fire shoot out. 1 goes kind of astray, but 2 go directly into the side of the head of the snake.
Nice. And with that, this large snake-like creature kind of tumbles backwards and falls. As it tumbles into the ground, it kicks up a bunch of dust, and you are free from its immediate danger in which it was posing. With that, as the creature kind of falls to the ground, Ocean, make a Constitution save.
Okay. 4.
Kulan, make a Constitution save.
Thanks.
As the creature falls to the ground and the dust kicks up, and a couple of seconds go by, the storm fizzles out, the poison cloud storm. Hera, you notice to your left, and Sam, you notice across the way, your companions, Kulan and Ocean, completely petrified in stone, standing in place, unmoving, and completely encased. And that's where we'll end today's session.